the action. Download the WynnBET app on Google Play or the Apple App Store today. Win with WynnBET. Terms and conditions at wynnbet.com. You do have to be 21 or older and present in the state where playthrough WynnBET is available. If you or somebody you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
The Brian Bailey Show.
Kirk Kraft, he's the East Carolina track and field coach.
When you talk about track and field, people like to watch the 4x1.
Right.
Because it's fast, it's explosive, it's energetic. It's probably the closest thing you get to having a team event within track and field. But the 4x4s are always an exciting way to end the Olympic Games.
The Brian Bailey Show, Mondays at noon, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
What's the big deal?
Where can you get pizza, bread twists, specialty chicken, and more for just $5.99 each?
Is it at Domino's?
He hands off hand-tossed pizza and a marble cookie brownie. He's going!
There's a lot of variety on the radio and at Domino's too, where you can
mix and match 2 or more. $5.99 each at Domino's.
2-item minimum. Pan pizza, bone-in wings, and bread bowls will be extra. Ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show. Hosts Mark Greenhelge and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're gonna love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
Hey Pirate fans, did you know there are thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that loves ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local nonprofit organization that can turn your unused ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-DIAL-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. Go Pirates!
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
There's local politics, bud.
I don't care about the weather. I can't control the weather. Don't want to talk about the weather.
Do we not agree? Sustained effort and violence.
It could be a total goat rodeo.
Cool, neat story.
Was that supposed to be funny?
This is why nobody else can get on the Sugboat.
You know what? We couldn't get on the Sugboat
It's a test.
What's the point of kissing his ass if we can't get on the Sugboat?
It's a test. Y'all are haters and non-believers.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, welcome in to this Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We are here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930. We are live online, pr927fm.com, and you can watch the show and be a part of today's program by chiming in on Facebook Live and on YouTube. I'm looking at I was about to jump on Facebook Live. I'm looking at my Facebook memories. 8 years ago today, I lined up Jim Cantori for, I talked to him on the phone to set him up with an interview with Troy D on Live at 5. And I tweeted, just talked to Jim Cantori on the phone for 17 seconds. We're basically best friends. And Jim Cantori responded back with a smiley.
That's pretty cool.
Which that tells me we were preparing for winter weather.
We did. My memory showed winter weather as well.
So 8 years ago today, and surely we are not a weather show. I am not a meteorologist, but we could have more winter weather coming this weekend.
Forecast is somewhere between 1 inch to 2 inches,
okay,
depending on where you are, and that could still change. But it looks like we're going to get some more snow. And I don't ever, of course, my memory's not as good as it used to be, but I don't remember ever having back-to-back snowstorms.
Back-to-back snow weekends.
Snow weekends is what I mean, yes.
In eastern North Carolina, a bit strange. Could happen coming up this week. All right, we got, like I said, we're on Facebook and YouTube Live. You can chime in with a question, comment, concern, birthday, anniversary, grievance, whatever you have. Also, we're checking the Facebook and the YouTube chats. John Moody already in with a Clipper here on a Thursday. We're doing a YouTube giveaway today, a YouTube giveaway on this Thursday. What should we have people do in the chat? We've done predict ECU's way too early football record for 2022. We've done name your favorite Pirate all time. What should we do today? What should we make people say?
Final score of tonight's game?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do we want to know what people think? Final score of tonight's game?
I was thinking about it listening to the Sugboat intro that now he's hurt. The Pirates have lost a couple in a row.
Here's one you can do.
Here's a guy. Happy birthday, Chris Collinsworth. There you go.
Yes.
Did you see?
The king of the slide in.
I retweeted the picture of him, I guess, at the combine or when he was being scouted. And
he was a stick.
It is incredible. And then somebody else posted a picture of him and DK Metcalf at the same point in their lives. And it's like two different species of people. Two different... but for you kids out there who only know Collinsworth as an annoying NBC announcer, and
he was a wide receiver.
I am a fan of Chris Collinsworth. I think he
played for the Bengals, didn't he?
He was very good with the Bengals. He's a tad annoying sometimes, but I think he is a very good analyst.
I enjoy Chris Collinsworth.
I'm going to look up.
I've always enjoyed him.
His numbers, Shirley. He had 4 1,000-yard seasons.
There you go.
His rookie year was great. Had over 1,000, 8 touchdowns, had 10 touchdowns in 1986. And, career numbers, 4 and 17 catches, almost 7,000 yards, and 36 touchdowns. So he had a good career. He was a good player. And now is an analyst. Happy birthday to him. All right, John Moody has an idea, and we'll get to your idea, Shirley, and we'll see whose idea is better.
Okay, my idea is poll question. Should you extend it?
Slow down.
Let's see.
Hold on now.
Let's
see. By the way, Chandler, thanks for not talking to your introduced. You're doing a great job over there.
Should Chandler be on or off the Sugboat? Should he be on the Sugboat?
No, I don't like this at all.
Should you extend an invitation to Chandler to have residency on the Sugboat? After all, he did coin the phrase.
He coined the phrase.
I thought Captain Cliff was a dictator, though.
I know. Well, this is not a vote to get him on. This is just a do you think he should be extended an invite?
The listeners that are following us on YouTube, subscribe. Click on the subscribe button.
All right, this is simple. All you got to
yes
do,
or no.
you don't even have to really answer the question. All you have to do is subscribe to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube and put yes or no.
Yes.
If you'd like to actually vote with what you feel, that'd be fine. If you just want to be entered into our contest, put yes or no into the YouTube chat. What are we giving away today, Shirley?
I am going to give away lunch for 2 at Tiebreakers.
All right. First vote is in. John Moody, who's actually on the Sugboat, says no.
All righty then.
This is not personal. This is business. John's idea was ECU point total tonight. I think that's a pretty good one, too, considering they scored, 39 last? 36. 36. I gave him too much credit. Oh, no. What is this, Chandler? Oh, Chandler Honeycutt's here. Hey, Chandler.
What's up, Clip? How you doing, buddy?
Good.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to be seen.
I was holding my breath over here.
That is the mark of a true, a great guest / co-host. You don't talk until you're spoken to, until you're introduced to the audience.
Well, I learned from the best, and that is you, Clip Brock.
Oh, thanks, man. What are you? You getting some brownie points here? Trying to get on that boat?
No, I mean I'm giving credit where credit's due, and I remember you saying one time. I think I spoke out of line, and you got on me because I was not introduced.
You sound like a. I'm a bigger.
But I learned from that mistake.
I'm a bigger jerk to you on the show, and it's like out of jokes than I am like behind closed doors.
No, it's not.
But you're making me sound like a a-hole here.
No, you're not.
All right.
No, you taught me a lesson. How you being an a-hole when you're teaching me a lesson? I'm still a young radio guy, still trying to learn and develop, and you're helping me with that. And one of the lessons that I've learned is don't speak until you're introduced.
All right, there you go. Thank you for that. All right, Tyler is in with a no. Redbeard's in with a hell no.
Good God! All right, let's end this competition right now.
It's not a competition.
Or
this is how you get into today's contest.
Okay,
yes
CJ.
or no?
Like even CJ's on there.
Yeah, he is ineligible to be a part of the prize winning, but he did get his vote in. Should I extend Chandler an invitation to the Sugboat? Vote yes or no on YouTube, and you'll be entered into our drawing, our contest today. Did Shirley say we were giving away?
I don't think she did.
All right.
She's lost.
We'll ask her in a moment. Let's talk about the line for tonight's game. It is basketball night in Memphis, Tennessee.
Igloo was all over it.
Stephen Igloo, Lord of the Lines, nailed this one. What did you say yesterday? 8.5?
Yeah.
CJ and I had 9.5.
Yeah.
Igo said it would be double digits. He might have even said 12.
I think he said 12.
Yeah. Memphis is a 12-point favorite tonight against East Carolina. First thought, that's too many points for Memphis to be favored over anybody by 12. I mean, there is a thought, and I don't even know if this is a real thing in sports. It's just something we say, like a team is due type of thing. This team's due to win. This team's due to lose. This guy's due to have a bad night. This guy's due to have a good night. I don't even know if that's a real thing or just something we make up. Yeah, I thought Shirley did say the prize. Thank you, Redbeard. He said, none of you listen. She said lunch for 2 at Tiebreakers. So
welcome to my world.
Thank you, Redbeard. We were listening.
In case you were just joining the show, I'm giving away.
Way to go.
Lunch for 2 at Tiebreakers.
Way to take the protocol when that happens.
Appreciate that, Redbeard. Is Memphis due for finally breaking out? I mean, we've seen enough sample size right now. It also depends on who's playing for them tonight. We'll talk about that more with Jeff Nadu coming up in hour 2, what he thinks about this line. But to me, it feels a little high. East Carolina coming off their worst performance in organized basketball history. Also, before that, a soul crusher when you blow a 20-point lead. So where is this team at mentally? I was kind of asking Jeff Charles about the mental side yesterday. He went more to the physical side of it and said, if I'm East Carolina, I'm more concerned about all the talent Memphis has, where they could look. They came in here, got a 19-point lead, and looked like that thing was over. And the Pirates were able to mount an epic comeback not that long ago. So the rematch tonight on the ugliest court in college basketball. For those of you that have not watched Memphis basketball in a while, we're going to see a lot of those tweets and posts on social media tonight about their ugly court.
It's truly disgusting, and I cannot stand watching. The only time I watch Memphis basketball really is when ECU's playing them. Unfortunately, we have to watch them in Memphis tonight. And, that court is just... and sometimes they wear ugly uniforms, too, that kind of match the court. They kind of blend in. So, yeah, definitely it's got to be one of, if not the worst looking court in college basketball.
And it's like multiple shades of blue.
It's very strange. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't get it. Should East Carolina go funky court?
Lord, I hope not.
Different shades of purple and
like just maybe like inside the 3-point line, like one side's purple, one side's gold. It's a little funky, no? Nah, I don't think so. I like the classic look. We got some good listeners. Thank you, Hannah, for also telling us that Shirley did indeed say today's prize is lunch for two to tiebreakers. All you have to do, head over to YouTube, subscribe to Pirate Radio TV, and vote yes or no. Should Chandler be extended an invite to the Sugboat?
Do we know what's the prize? Have we said the prize yet?
For those just tuning in,
that was a bit.
Stop disrespecting me, bro. Like, don't do that.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you, Penny.
Shirley's turning into to Penny over there. Brady has a very good point here. Tigers aren't blue. I think that's something we all need to think about that today.
Wow.
Tigers are definitely not blue.
Well, neither are Panthers.
Is there such thing as a blue tiger? I'm not even going to Google that.
I will, because now I'm interested.
Okay. There probably is like some rare.
I got a feeling you're going to come up with something that is way different than what we're thinking.
It could be a term like for...
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
not a blue tiger. It is a company, though.
Blue Tiger
is a company.
All right, good deal. Let's. That was first on the rundown. All right, here's the news of the day. Oh, I haven't even gone over the guest, have I? We'll talk to Eric Ward coming up in about 10 minutes or so. We'll talk Pirate basketball, home game coming up this weekend. Pirate baseball coming up next month. We'll talk about that as well. Eric Ward from ECU Marketing, also everything else you need to know going on with ECU Athletics. Mully joins us at 4. We'll have our Green Bay Packers funeral for 2022, his thoughts on Aaron Rodgers. Also, Mully, classic baseball guy, classic curmudgeon. Where does he stand on the Hall of Fame debate? A debate that I usually don't enjoy getting involved in, but I will ask Mully about it. I think I'll give my thoughts on it, too, when we talk to Mully, coming up at 4 o'clock. Big Man on Campus, Jeff Nadu, 4:25-ish, and at 5, Troy D. And touchdown, Tony Collins will be here inside the Pirate Radio studios. All right, so last week, I think it was a week ago today, we learned that Skip Skipper, was back. And he was fired, stepped down, let go, mutual parting of the ways with Louisiana Tech, however you want to word it. Now the coach of the Birmingham Stallions in the USFL, which is returning this spring. We've also got we had a couple of USFL coach announcements today. Jeff Fisher going to be a head coach in the league. But the one that really caught my eye was Larry Fedora.
I hope he remembers the games that he coaches.
What is that reference?
Remember, he said he had he couldn't remember the 70-point loss whenever they came in 2017.
Very good, Chandler. Larry Fedora will be the coach of the New Orleans Breakers. When I heard Breakers, Shirley, was... Now I'm trying to remember his name. The person is Craig T. Nelson. Hayden Fox.
Yes, from Coach.
Did he not leave Minnesota State to coach the Orlando Breakers?
I want to say that is a very I want to say yes.
This is is it Hollywood Squares where you have to say like true or false, like I agree or disagree?
Yeah.
Orlando Breakers were on Coach, and this is kind of cool because
I remember watching Coach.
Their logo appears to be a wave, so they're kind of sticking with the Tulane Green Wave, New Orleans Breakers. I kind of like that name, but yeah, that was straight out of Coach from back in the day. Great ABC sitcom.
Is this his first coaching gig since being out at Carolina?
Head coaching, yes. Coaching, no. I actually looked that up earlier today. He has been one of those analyst, assistant type dudes. So let's see. Since Larry was fired at North Carolina, he was an analyst at Texas. He was most recently the Baylor offensive coordinator / quarterbacks coach, and now joins the Breakers. I looked it up. Skip and Larry got together twice on the field during the ECU Southern Miss days rivalry, Conference USA. Larry won the first one. Skip won the second one. So part 3 coming up this spring. Should we do a 4-hour Bud Light pregame tailgate for it?
I mean,
what else are you going to be doing? I mean, maybe if ECU has like a home baseball game, maybe not. If ECU's on the road, we'll just have a full game day. What do you say, Shirley?
What day is this?
Do we not agree? I'm assuming they're playing on Saturdays. Maybe I'm wrong.
Like, do we have a date yet, though?
I don't even know if they have a schedule out.
I think they're playing during church. I can't do that.
During church?
Yeah. I need to check my schedule.
Why are they?
They kick off at 11 on Sundays.
I don't think we have schedules yet. We barely have coaches and teams.
But they're scheduled to start when? In like March or?
The 2022 season is planned to be played from April 16th to June 2022.
Depends on the day.
All right. So I got a bunch of no's in here right now.
Well, I mean, I do have several trips planned, and, ECU softball season is right around the corner, and I've got commitments to that. So
we're talking Skip versus Larry 3. You understand that, right?
Yeah. I understand that.
Okay.
You know who's got to be ready? Larry! Are you ready, Larry?
Will Larry be ready? Will Skip be ready? Can we get some Brian Meador Skip Holtz real quick?
Oh, yeah. Hold on one second. I got that one. Yeah.
What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to turn some more. Then when we're done turning, we're going to turn again. And then after we turn 2 or 3 more turns, we're going to turn them all into turns.
Thank you, Meador.
That is my favorite impersonation of Skip. And thank you, Meador, for doing that. He was actually doing a mic check for me at a press conference, and I had asked Meador to go up to the podium and say, can you just check my mic for me to make sure I've got the right levels? And that's what Meador came up with.
And he just went right into Skip mode. It was fantastic.
It was great.
Our resident USFL and trivia expert, historian Bo Batts, chiming in. Marcus Dupree.
Ah, yes.
Now, I would not...
He played at SMU.
I would not know who that was. Did he play at SMU?
If it's the... No. Yeah, no. Was it Oklahoma?
Shirley's arguing with herself right now. Oklahoma sounds better.
Yeah,
he
Oklahoma.
went to...
I would not know who this is without the 30 for 30.
Yeah,
which I did
that's
see.
That's what jogged my memory was I watched that 30 for 30.
He went to Southern Miss.
He went to Southern Miss.
And then went to...
Yeah.
Okay, so I was a little off.
It was the best that never was, I think was the title of that 30 for 30. Bo Bat says, Marcus Dupree played for the Boston Breakers in the USFL version 1. Thank you, Bo.
Bo knows.
We learn something new every day, folks, and there's some bar trivia for you, courtesy of Bobo Bats. All right, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, Skip versus Larry. Now, the bigger question here, are we going to watch the USFL?
Probably not. I'm going to be honest.
I'm on the fence. I gave my heart and soul to the AAF. We would do recaps, previews. We talk about it on Fridays. We even made a song. Shirley, can we hit the AAF?
The first one?
Yeah, hit the first one. We would put our hands over our hearts. It's the Alliance of American Football, a sport where real men play. I was so excited excited for this.
Alliance of American football. Football is here to stay.
We thought it was here to stay.
Not long. Of American football. Bald Eagles, stars and stripes. The Alliance of American football. Play to win, don't give up the fight.
So we were all jacked up about the AAF. We all had our own teams, like myself, the Friday crew. We'd come in here and talk about it. Then, did they even get through the first season? I don't even think they had a champion.
They went like a couple of weeks into the season, and then they ran into financial trouble.
And they gave Steve Spurrier a championship or something. They just like gave him a ring.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Bryce Williams, my favorite team was the Arizona Hotshots. And then Bryce talked about how bad his experience was. And now, so I gave them up. I gave the whole league up. I even made a song, Shirley, when it went away. And how sad I was that the AAF was gone.
It's the Alliance of American football gone, but we will never forget.
This is depressing.
Alliance of American football. Tom Dundon can each.
Wow.
American
football.
Why did you do this to me? The Alliance. I don't want to live in this world.
Wow. That was darker.
You were really depressed at that point.
I am so sorry. I did not know you went through that.
That was darker than I remembered.
Wow.
And a little more blue. So yeah, I gave my heart, my soul, everything I had to the AAF, and I don't know if I can commit anymore to spring football. So maybe I should just kind of ease in. Maybe instead of diving in the deep end, go down the steps in the baby end of the pool, get the toes wet, check the water.
Check the water.
There's
check the temperature. Make sure it's comfortable.
It's not like we're gonna have that much more to watch, sports wise. You can get in different TV shows or something, I guess.
April, May, is that what you're talking about?
As you go into the summer months, I guess. Yeah. So I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be watching any good Pittsburgh Pirates baseball. So
yeah, well, if we're gonna do this, we do have to commit to some level. We're all gonna have to pick a team. Because we got to have like rooting interest. We got to talk junk. So
I think there's a Pittsburgh team. So
all right, so you're in already.
Oh, I'm in.
You're automatically on Pittsburgh.
Are you from Pittsburgh?
No, I'm from the Philippines.
What's your background? You're Filipino.
Uh-huh.
All right. We've got some more votes. Boy, I don't know what you did to Robert Staley, but the question is, should Chandler be extended an invite to the Sugboat? Robert says, off, never, no.
I mean, Jesus, guys. You have painted me as some kind of
Brandon Suggs hater?
But that's the thing. I'm not a hater of Brandon Suggs. I'm not. I've never been. Have I had my frustrations?
Never.
Have I had my frustrations? Yes.
Now you're just, sir, this is why you don't have to testify on your own behalf.
But I mean, look at this.
When you're accused of a crime.
These people.
You need to hire an attorney.
These people. Are you cutting a heel promo now?
You have the right to remain silent. You know that, right?
No, I don't.
You're just digging a bigger hole, buddy.
But these people are telling me no. I was thinking I would get a few yes. From who? There is not a single yes.
Right now we're 7 for 7 on those.
What did I do?
All you have to do to get into today's drawing for Lunch for Two at Tiebreakers, vote yes or no on YouTube. Subscribe to Pirate Radio TV. Should Chandler be extended an invite onto the Sugboat? Vote yes or no. You'll be in. We will take a timeout. We got to talk Hornets last night, Chandler.
Yes.
A historic performance by Charlotte. We'll go over the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, see what happened last night, what's going on tonight. But when we return, we'll talk to Eric Ward from ECU Marketing. He'll join us to talk about what's going on, what you need to know about Pirate Hoops, the game coming up Sunday. Also, a lot of info for ECU baseball as well. That's on the way when we return on this Thursday. Back with you after this.
Hey, Pirate Nation,
Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
In a world of fake profiles, fake tans, and fake flavors, naturally flavored Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer strives for realness. It's USDA certified organic, with no sugar or carbs, and only 80 calories. So the only thing touching your taste buds is organic, refreshing, and delicious. Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer. As real as it tastes. Enjoy responsibly. Not a low-calorie food. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer. IRC Beer. St. Louis, Missouri 63118.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
We paid how much for those lessons?
Shh. She's doing great.
Oh, yeah, totally. Can you pass me a Pepsi Zero Sugar? Great job, honey! Oh, look at that. That's not the end.
No way. Now it's time for the encore.
You know what? You're right. 5 times? Not enough times.
For everyone who traded in rock concerts for their kids' recitals, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar. That's what I like.
Here is your ice-cold Pepsi Zero Sugar, sir. Oh, thanks. Wanna watch the game? Ooh, little sports ball on a Sunday afternoon. Don't mind if I do. Hey, did we win? It sounds like we won.
It's still the first quarter.
I must be lucky. People say that about me. Tough break on that free throw there. Shouldn't be doing that.
Dude, we're watching football. Come on.
For everyone who spent the entire game explaining the entire game, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar. That's what I like.
If you wake up in the morning with a backache, feeling more tired than you did when you went to bed, you probably need a new mattress. And the best place to get that mattress is Factory Mattress. Hi, I'm Kirk Smith, General Manager. For more than 40 years, Factory Mattress has been Greenville and Wilson's local mattress dealer. We guarantee the lowest price on the area's best selection with over 50 models to choose from. No seconds or overruns. Factory Mattress offers only first quality direct from the manufacturer. Sealy Posturepedic, Beauty Rest, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. The most highly trained sales associates with over 60 years of combined experience. Same as cash financing with zero interest up to 48 months and free local delivery. Face it, to have a good day, you've got to have a good night. So sleep better knowing you saved money at Factory Mattress, locally owned on Greenville Boulevard in Greenville, on Forest Hills Road in Wilson, on the web at factorymattressusa.com, and a proud member of Pirates Supporting Pirates.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the best Mexican food and fun in Greenville. Come and enjoy favorites like shrimp tacos, steak and chicken fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, ACP, and more. Follow Chico's on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's for dine-in or to-go. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Barat.
All right, back with you here on a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. If you want to be entered into our contest today to win lunch for two to tiebreakers, all you have to do is head over to YouTube, subscribe to Pirate Radio TV, and in our live chat box, type in yes or no. The question is, should I extend an invite to Chandler to join the Sugboat? Yes or no. And Chandler, after 7 straight no's, we've added another one, but we have 2 yeses. Cameron and Scott say yes.
Let's go, baby.
Extended an invite. Rohan chimes in with a no real quick to take the wind out of your sails a little bit. But vote yes or no. Check yes or no. Who's that?
Oh, that's George Strait.
Sorry.
Shirley wins. But good work, Chandler. All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line, talk to the Director of Marketing Fan Engagement at East Carolina University. He is Eric Ward. Eric, how you doing today, man?
Wonderful, Clip. Sorry I missed you at trivia last night. I heard you got the big win, so first of all, congratulations on that.
I appreciate that. I'm not here to toot my own Sugboat horn, but I did post on social media that myself, Stephen Igo, Ronnie Woodward, former Pirate basketball player Howard Hurt, and Tony Dunn even chipped in on a trivia championship last night. And, you hear there's like a coaching fraternity, like a Hall of Fame family fraternity. There's also a champions fraternity, and got some great likes on that post, including East Carolina head football coach Mike Houston, who's a FCS champion and on the path to be a champion here at East Carolina. A champion special teams punter, Luke Larson. Blake Harrell. So greatness recognizes greatness. What are y'all looking at me like that for?
No, just keep going. I want to hit.
I think that's about it.
Okay.
There might be more, but I noticed. Did I say Blake Harrell? Yeah, Blake Harrell, Mike Houston, Luke Larson. Anyway, Eric, hopefully we'll see you back there soon at Sports Trivia. Missed you last night, but a lot going on with ECU Athletics. I say that we have basketball this weekend, but baseball on tap for February. So I don't know what's coming down the pipe there at East Carolina. What do we need to know about, Eric?
Well, I think it's just an exciting time whenever you get kind of the crossover between sports seasons and spring sports being just a few weeks away. Obviously, we're all very excited for baseball. I mean, you guys probably saw last week with the season tickets. I mean, Pirate fans coming out in record numbers. So, we got a really good shot basically to have all-time records in attendance falling in the spring at Clark LeClaire. And obviously, Coach Godwin and his staff have built such a great program that we're all very proud of. And I mean, I know he said last week that he thinks this is the best schedule we've ever put together. And I'm looking at him like, yeah. So it's going to be really hard to find a game on that schedule that, fans are not going to be interested in. So can't believe that we're only 3 weeks away. It seems like just yesterday we were in Nashville closing out the season, and here we are again about to start it right back up.
That season ticket number is awesome, Eric, but people can still get on that if they want to get season tickets, right?
Yeah, the Jungle tickets are the lowest price ones, and they start at $155. It's just an unbelievable deal for 31 games when you're talking about basically $5 a game. I mean, you can go to high schools for more expensive tickets here in Greenville. So $155 gets you those Jungle seats, and we are pushing very close to 2,000. I think that's kind of the goal we hope to surpass this year, which would be about 200 tickets over the all-time record. So really awesome job by Pirate Nation this spring.
Eric, you do a great job, and you have a smooth operation over there, and it is fascinating to kind of see behind the scenes. And it's you with your manifesto with every detailed time down to the second, but it's also the grounds crew doing their job just in the right time, the team's taking infield, all that stuff. You have it down to the second, what happens before every game, national anthem, all that, starting lineups included. So you fine-tune that over the years. Anything new this year, or is it like if it ain't broke, don't fix it? Any new ideas for the game day experience with ECU baseball in 2022?
Well, definitely a lot of similarities to years past. I mean, certainly just happy to have fans back in full force this spring after really missing almost all of last season. I mean, it's kind of unbelievable to sort of get our first taste of, post-pandemic with the regionals and having like 6,000 people there. But we are working right now to bring out the Bark in the Park, trying to find a game where we can do that. I know that's something that hadn't been done in a few years, and certainly the most requested thing we get, I think, is just, hey, can we have a game where we bring the dog out? Try to do a couple special things for the LeClaire Classic. Potentially might be a giveaway there that we're working on. And then come later in the conference season, I think there's definitely going to be some promo days and themes that we're hammering out that we've not done before. So, I mean, the biggest thing for us is just making sure that our student athletes are comfortable. I mean, that's how we do it with every sport, but they have a huge home field advantage at Clark LeClaire, and so we want to make sure we are assisting that and not detracting from it. And I mean, they haven't dropped a series in 3 years at Clark LeClaire, so we definitely want to make sure.
Wow.
Continuing to build that up.
I was unaware of that stat. That's a heck of a stat there. Eric Ward joining us on the Pirate Radio live line. We can circle back to some more baseball details. Got some home basketball coming up on Sunday. Seems like it's been a long time, Eric, since the Pirates had that lead over UCF. Could not hold on to it. They're in action tonight on the road, but coming back Sunday at home for a noon tip-off. That'll be a great day of sports. You can head to Minji's for some hoops and then check out the football conference championships later that day. But another home basketball game coming up this Sunday.
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, I love college basketball, especially conference games. I mean, our fans have really turned out for conference play this year. Students have been unbelievable. So tickets have sold really, really well for that game. I think we're going to be another really great crowd in Minji's on Sunday, and hopefully we can kind of get back to our winning ways tonight and keep that rolling because sort of the meat of the schedule here, I think it lightens up a little bit down the stretch. So if we can just kind of hold on and protect home court, I think we're going to have a really good record by the end of the season with basketball. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
The team had a good non-conference, obviously a great home record. That helps attendance. But what else do you point to for the lower bowl being like it's been this year, Eric? Is that something on your end? How do you explain that? It's been some great crowds, as you said.
I think it's been a lot of factors, but I mean, certainly the team is doing its part, and I don't say that just meaning on the floor. I mean, they've been out on campus promoting, and they've done a really great job of trying to connect our student body, and I think that's something that is really a necessity here at ECU, and a lot of our coaches are really good at understanding, hey, we need to have a relationship with our students. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that we had, I mean, heck, there'd be games where we might have 200 students in the lower bowl by the end of the conference season, and we're turning out 1,500 a game some nights here. So attendance is almost double for students since Coach Dooley got here. I know the program wasn't at the best spot then, but unbelievable job just kind of building that relationship, and we tried our best to make it fun for students, and hopefully they keep showing out. I know noon game Sunday is a tall order, but yeah. I think they'll be there, so I'm looking forward to that.
Eric Ward joining us. Eric, got hoops going on now, got baseball coming up, softball too, obviously. What else do we need to know that's going on with ECU athletics?
Well, our football season tickets are launching on Tuesday of next week, so you'll have a couple or a month or so there with the priority deadline. But, I mean, obviously we're coming off a really fun football season. I think this fall is going to be really, really nice in Dowdy-Ficklin, so we've had a lot of people putting in deposits for first-time season ticket holders already. Those formally go on sale on Tuesday, and we're obviously going to be pushing that extremely hard. I mean, with such a great home schedule next fall, and really where the program's at right now, I just think we have a chance for a special fall. So more details to come with that, but certainly want Pirate Nation to show out in full force to get their season tickets for football this fall.
Yeah, get that lock down that NC State ticket and all the great home conference games as well. It's gonna be a lot. There's a lot of momentum, Eric. It's going to be a fun off season following a little bit of the winter workouts, but when we get into spring ball, a lot of momentum, a lot of excitement for Pirate football, which, Eric, during your time here has not always been the case. I'm glad, and you've been at some previous locations where you've seen some good football, and I'm glad you're getting to experience that now working at East Carolina. I'm happy for you and the folks over there.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, I really enjoy working here at ECU, and it's been fun even in some of the down years when some of my buddies from other schools come in with, their team, and they're just kind of amazed by Pirate fans, especially, during some down years. And so to be kind of getting back into a great spot, I think it's going to be rocking and rolling and rowdy dowdy this fall.
Eric Ward joining us. Eric, anything else we need to know, man?
No, I'm just looking forward to these spring sports. I guess I'll see you guys Sunday, but a lot of momentum, a lot of positive things, and appreciate all you guys do to help us promote these programs.
All right, Eric. Good to talk with you, man. Hopefully we'll see you. We'll see you Sunday at Minji's. Hopefully next Wednesday at AJ's for some trivia. Thanks for joining us today.
Yes, sir. Thanks, guys. Go Pirates.
All right, there is Eric Ward. You get your baseball season tickets, football season tickets available next Tuesday, he said. So they're going to start pumping that out, and that's going to be a really fun off season leading up to September.
What about that stat that Eric threw out?
Haven't lost a series.
3 years that the Pirates have not lost a series in Clark LeClaire. Let's try to make it 4.
That's wild. That's wild stuff.
Yeah.
The stats to consider.
Thank you. We've got a giveaway going on today where all you have to do is type in yes or no on the YouTube live chat. The question is, should Chandler be extended an invite to the Sug Boat? Kevin says no, all caps, a lot of exclamation points. Wiley Jackson says yes, all caps, 2 exclamation points.
Thanks, Wiley. I appreciate you, brother.
Robert is giving you a hand. His name is Robert Hand, and he's saying yes.
Thank you.
So some people are on the side of Chandler here that he should receive an invitation to the Sug Boat. If you want to jump into our contest, all you have to do, subscribe to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, vote yes or no, and we will do a drawing coming up in hour 3 of our show. Lunch for 2 to Tiebreakers is on the line. All right, let's take a time out. We'll come back. When we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1, a historic effort from the Charlotte Hornets last night.
Hornets!
Talk about that and what's coming up tonight on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by Da Bug.
Da Bug.
Back with you after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in ENC. Open 7 days a week. Plus, the Buck has live music every night, along with football. The Buck has a brand new 15-foot 4K screen, the only one in Greenville, and over 18 big screens with all your college and pro action. Sunday Fun Day will also be stocked with the biggest Bloody Mary and Mimosa bar, along with the NFL Sunday Ticket and food trucks out back. Check out the Buccaneer Music Hall. Open every day, noon until 2 a.m., with live music every night, and now football and food trucks during the day.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
This is Dr. Anthony Scalick from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center of Greenville. We offer a variety of services including arthroscopic surgery, sports medicine, carpal tunnel surgery, general orthopedics, fracture care, total joint replacement, physical therapy, and on-site MRIs. For experienced and professional medical care, visit our office on W.H. Smith Boulevard in Greenville and online at orthoeast.com. Orthopedics East, providing services to ECU and Pitt County athletics for over 35 years. Go Pirates!
If you like the look, if you like the style, you'll love it for less at Bostic Sugg Furniture. We make it so easy to bring style and beauty to every room in your home. And today, get store-wide savings on brands you love, with hundreds in stock and ready for you. Pamper yourself on a new Serta Arctic mattress and get 2 free Arctic pillows. Plus, 48 months special financing with no minimum purchase. Now, at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Chico's!
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for only $2.75. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville and now available through DoorDash, featuring a half gallon of the famous margarita mix to go for only $9.99. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Your office deserves a proactive tech support approach instead of always reacting to issues after the damage is done. You need BizCare. BizCare tech support and cybersecurity plans keep you ahead of potential issues and much safer from cyber threats like ransomware. What's at your office? Call William today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty. I've been in Greenville over 25 years. I'm a proud graduate of ECU. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, then give me a call today and let me help make your real estate process fun and easy. I keep it simple and explain the process every step of the way. My goals are your goals. There are no long-term contracts, and you always deal with me from start to finish. The right home starts with the right agent. Call me, Scott Harris, at 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom with Team Coop Strong. We want to invite you to the Coop Strong race on March 19th. This unique race has a 4-mile course, a ruck division, and an awesome after party. Proceeds support the local nonprofit Coop Strong, which provides financial support for those fighting ALS, scholarships in memory of Dr. Nelson Cooper, and funding for ALS research. You can sign up at runtheeast.com and follow Coop Strong on Facebook for all of the details. As always, we appreciate your support, and go Pirates!
This is Mike Houston, head football coach at East Carolina University, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. Shop online at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, got more stats via Eric Ward to consider, Shirley. So let's consider them right now.
The stats to consider.
ECU is... I like to make questions out of it. ECU has played 79 games at home since the start of the 2019 season. How many have they won, Chandler?
I want to say 66.
So close. ECU is 67-12 at home since the start of the 2019 season. Last series loss was versus Houston in April of 2018. ECU has swept 12 of 17 series in that span.
Yeah, I remember the poll getting filled with brooms last year. I mean, just it seemed like every weekend they were adding one to the poll. So yeah, I mean, I just it's something you don't think about, but now that you look back, I mean, you're like, oh yeah, the Pirates were getting it done at home.
Awesome stuff. Thanks to Eric Ward for joining us a moment ago. Man, we got some great programming coming up on Friday. Morgan Ehlers is back with the Huddle. He'll talk to Ryan Roberts at Rise in Draft, but that's spelled Rise, the letter N, Draft on Twitter. He is an NFL draft analyst, and they'll talk some football coming up at 6 o'clock on Friday right here on Pirate Radio. Also, the wrestling edition of the Pirate Radio podcast will be back with a Royal Rumble preview with the big dog Glenn Griffin and CJ Schaefer. Special guest, former Pirate Danielle Monet, better known or also known as her wrestling name, Summer Rae, who is back, CJ, and in the Royal Rumble.
Making her return one night only this Saturday.
One night only, and she will be a guest on that podcast, so tune into that. And heard some chatter on this. I did not think about this, CJ. Summer Rae was in the WWE for a while. It has been a while. But this will be her first Royal Rumble.
Yep.
And I was thinking, well, why is that? The Women's Rumble is a relatively new thing and was not around when she was full-time in WWE.
Right. She actually missed it by just a few months. She stopped wrestling full-time in like the fall of 2017. First Women's Rumble was January of 2018. She did do a couple indie wrestling bookings in 2018, but never made it back to WWE, but now she's coming back.
So we'll talk to an entry into the Women's Royal Rumble coming up on Saturday. CJ, you can be here tomorrow?
I will.
Okay. All right. You guys are going to have your podcast, and people can download that. But we'll talk about it on the show. We'll do some Rumble picks on the show tomorrow. Because I haven't watched wrestling in a long time. But
That's fine. That'll be awesome for you to pick them then.
I will be tuned in on Saturday. Watch the Rumble, watch WrestleMania, watch those events. Sometimes the road to WrestleMania kind of gets me back into it.
Right.
So maybe if I see something I like on Saturday, I will start paying attention to it more, especially with football winding down and things like that. All right, back to the votes. Should Chandler be extended an invite onto the Sug Boat? Vote yes or no on YouTube. Subscribe to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. Vote yes or no, and you'll be entered into our contest today. We'll do a drawing in hour 3, lunch for 2 at Tiebreakers. Mike P, my man, he is in with a yes. Robert wants to see if he can vote twice. He votes no again. Robert, you're already in. So, what did you do to this guy?
I don't know. Everybody that is saying no, I need to get a reason why.
No, you don't. No. It's just a no. We know the reason why. It's been stated. We don't need to go over that for the 8th time. What number do you think umpteenth is?
Umpteenth?
Yeah.
I don't know. My grandma uses that term a lot.
I think it's right under gazillion.
Okay. Not as high as gazillion, but definitely higher than a few. Chandler, speaking of a few, the Hornets scored a few points last night. Am I right?
Good gracious alive. 158, a franchise record for the Bugs.
158 points in a basketball game. I was telling Chandler off during the break that the basketball teams of interest to us that we root for in a matter of a few days. And it's the same sport that Dr. James Naismith invented. It is a different level, I'll give you that. But one of the teams scored 36 points, and the other one scored 158. Playing the same sport.
Over 100-point difference.
One of the teams went 1 from 19 from 3. What did the Hornets shoot last night?
Last night, the Hornets were 24 for 45 from downtown.
First of all, that's jacking up a lot of threes.
Yeah.
But when you hit 24, I guess it's okay.
Well, you have to sit here and think, well, how did the Hornets get all 158 points? Well, right there, 24 three-pointers leading the way for the Hornets last night. Kelly Oubre.
Oh, man.
10 for 15 from beyond the arc. He finished with 39 points, and he is not the only one in double digits for the Hornets last night. There were 6 Hornets in double digits. Cody Martin with 11, Miles Bridges with 22, LaMelo Ball had 29.
LaMelo had a triple-double.
Terry Rozier with 20, and of course, like I just said, Oubre with 39, and then the rookie, James Bouknight, getting in with 13 points.
So Hornets win on the road. Glad to see. I hate the back-to-backs. You don't see a team have this kind of outburst on a back-to-back a lot. So, and the Hornets needed that one after losing to Toronto on that long West Coast trip to Toronto they took earlier.
I was going to say, yeah, that was very impressive the way the Hornets performed last night, especially coming all the way from Toronto.
After a day and a half.
How the hell did they get there in time for the game? Because they played Toronto Tuesday night. They were in Indiana last night by 7 o'clock.
Well,
for tip-off.
that we do have the different time zones, so
Oh, so when they crossed over, we saved a couple hours. Is
yes,
that how it worked?
yeah.
All right, we'll figure it out. We got it.
We're pretty good with our geography.
I'm just glad I'm not like a geography teacher.
So is everyone else in the world.
So is every parent that's listening right now.
How'd you do in geography as a kid in class?
Hasn't it already been answered? I thought Toronto was way over there.
Could you name the 7 continents right now?
Chandler.
I don't want to put him on the spot here.
I'd have to do some thinking.
If I ever host sports trivia, I'm doing a full round of geography questions.
Well, great.
Like sports geography?
Yes.
Well, I was telling you
whenever
guys-
you are named the guest host, I will not show up.
Wow.
Okay.
Harsh.
How dare you?
I was telling you guys, I still get confused sometimes when we get into the middle states. I guess they're more eastern states, but like Memphis, when I'm lining up an interview with like Dave Woloshin, I have to remember that Memphis is in the central time zone. But what I really get confused is like, and this is all related to sports, like the Cincinnati Reds, Detroit Tigers, now Minnesota, you get into the central, but like Reds, Ohio, that's Eastern, correct?
Yep.
And then Detroit, Michigan is an Eastern time zone. So, Chandler, all I want to say is you're not alone here. Those things are confusing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people in the world.
Especially when you go into an entire different country.
Well, the time zone line, it staggers, right? Like,
well,
it's not
yeah,
a straight line down.
because if you drive south and go to Alabama, you're going into another time zone.
Our UAB
you lose an
friends
hour.
are in the central time zone.
The panhandle of Florida is central time zone.
There was a stat about this is the first time ever that the top 6 in the AP Top 25 college basketball, there were no Eastern time zone schools.
Oh, wow.
For the first time ever. And Auburn was on that list because Auburn is in the central time zone. This is probably... We sound really dumb right now. Like, there's people listening like, are these guys serious right now?
That's why I kept my mouth shut.
But if there's one or two people out there that are like us that sometimes get slipped up on time zones, you're welcome, and this is for you. This one,
it's kind of interesting though, to talk about.
It's not.
And whenever you're traveling too.
All right. If Chandler changes his stance on Matt Rule, he'll change his thumbs down to a thumbs up.
I'm not doing that.
What does he want you to get on board with Matt Rule?
Yeah, I'm not going to like the guy for a vote on the Sug boat. I mean, are you kidding me?
It's a great boat.
That's another reason he's not getting an invite. He poo-poos it like that.
First Chandler, I had an omelet for breakfast today on the buffet.
You said what?
I had an omelet for breakfast on the Sug Boat
Great
buffet
breakfast
today.
buffet on the Sug Boat.
Yeah, and they passed right by the tiki
local
bar.
hotel and get something. I can just say, hey, I'm staying here.
The local hotel?
Yeah.
There is a new one.
And say you're staying there and get the continental breakfast? Mm-hmm. You pull that move?
Yeah.
Does that hotel have a tiki bar? Because the Sug Boat has one.
What are you getting at the free continental breakfast where you pretend to be a guest at?
Grits.
Look.
Eggs.
I haven't done that. I'm just saying.
Uh-oh.
Oh, geez. Here we go.
Here we go.
But I'm just
Dumbest thing
I'm just
you've
saying
ever
that,
said,
like,
son.
Chandler,
I can go get a breakfast anywhere.
Should we try to actually do that one day?
Sure.
Go to a hotel that has free continental breakfast and see if we could...
Let's wear our PJs.
Get some toast.
Let's wear our PJs, like kind of ruffle our hair up, walk in there.
Ruffle our hair up.
Well, they do have the waffle maker, so you can make a waffle.
Man, those beds slept great. Where's my pancakes at?
Waffles. We don't have pancakes.
We'll have to say,
You out of Cheerios, man.
talk like tourists, maybe. Maybe throw our voices a little bit. Hey!
Where's the breakfast, eh?
I'm eating there.
Mike Mullis is here, and are you going to stay here?
You look disgusting.
You look...
Well, first off, I walk in the door, and Chandler, now that he's in here, this is the first time I've been up here that you're in the co-pilot seat here. He gives me the head nod. I threw my hand up like, hey, Chan, how are you?
He's on there.
He's big time.
No,
He's
look.
big time Chandler.
But he couldn't, continue to talk. Hey,
I'm trying to do a better job of listening on this show, and I don't know if I'm terrible at multitasking. So simply waving
that's difficult. You're right.
Waving like that.
That would have thrown his whole game off.
Oh, man. I would have lost about 30 seconds of that Eric Ward interview.
Daniel Olson reminds me that we used to play when we had Clip Sports Quiz on the sports bar. We'd have a category called Where Your School. And I'd say, for example, well, I guess in this case, I'd say Washington State. What city are they in? Is the school in?
Tacoma.
I
don't know.
Pullman.
Pullman is correct.
Nicely done.
Well done. Chandler knows his geography. Mully, we're going to take a timeout. Come back. We'll talk about one of my least favorite topics ever, but I got to get your take.
That'd be fun.
The whole MLB Hall of Fame debate. See, that's how I feel about it. But as my baseball guy, I got to ask you about it. So we'll get Mully's take on that. We'll talk Rodgers, Packers, playoffs, and a whole lot more. Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Grow Rug 26 is coming to Greenville March 25th through the 27th. This is DJ Fussell from F3 ENC, inviting all men to sign up now for this leadership training event. The Grow Rug training events are designed to help men become high-impact men by reinforcing the F3 mission of invigoration of male community leadership. To register or to learn more, please visit f3enc.com. That's f3enc.com. Remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you've got to get started if you want to be great.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not. Ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the new Papa John's New York Style Pizza is a MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
Here today with Dr. Shondell Jones from Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness. Dr. Jones, a lot of exciting new things going on.
Yes, so you may have seen our new facility, but we also have a private courtyard. There's an outdoor private area where we have artificial turf where it's fenced in, and we're going to be having our sunset yoga classes there. Those classes allow you to develop increased flexibility, more energy, and get better sleep. So come on and check those classes out today. Come by and see us, Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, Arlington Boulevard, or check us out online at kptonline.com.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey, Pirate Nation, are you ready for some Warren's hot dogs? Warren's Original Hot and Judy's Mild Sweet Chili Hot Dogs have been the official hot dog of sports fans for over 30 years. Pick up a tailgate special this football season of 10 or more hot dogs for only $1.50 each. Warren's in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the new Chakawinity location next to the fire department. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
Hey, Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. They are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. Let's see. We are having our giveaway YouTube today. Subscribe to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. Vote yes or no. Should Chandler be extended an invite onto the Sug boat? Everybody is getting their yeses and nos in. Also, I'm not going to ask Chandler to name all the continents, but Dustin did want to say, we talk gambling a lot. He wants to set an over-under on how many continents Chandler could name. I feel like he could get the Americas and all the A names. There's a lot of A's out there. So I'd set it at like 4.5, 5.5. I'd set the over-under at 5.5 on how many he can name. But we're not going to ask him to do that because we got more to talk about with Mike Mully.
Sure.
Hello, Mully.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
Good.
Start with baseball, Mully.
Let's do.
We as a people evolve over time. We learn new things. Our thoughts change. We mature. We grow.
Wow.
Sometimes we regress. But I say that because I think I've kind of come around. I came around on the universal DH. For years, I was like, I like it being different. I'm used to seeing Greg Maddux and Glavine get a hit every now and then, but usually bunt or strike out or whatever. But now, after seeing the NL go DH for that funky COVID year, I'm okay with it. Let's go DH. I've changed my tune on that. I think I've done that for the Hall of Fame stuff, too, where now I heard somebody compare it to, and it's not, they use the prison term. Have these guys paid their dues? Have they paid their dues to society by not getting in the Hall of Fame, Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, for all these years? And should they get in now? I think I say yes to that. Where do you stand, Mully?
In answer to that part of this equation, if you've read the statements that they've made after not getting in, like, well, it's no big deal. Like, I didn't do my career wasn't for the Hall of Fame. Instead of saying, you know what, this hurts, instead of having a little humility and saying, yeah, you know what, I really wish that they would look at the body of work, not at things I did or whatever. But they show no. It's almost like they're thumbing their nose at the establishment.
Mully, you're probably more of a John Boy and Billy guy than a Lex and Terry guy. You ever heard of Lex and Terry?
Yeah.
They used to talk about relationships. They'd always say they play the he or she who cares the least card. Like, I don't care if
no
you
big
go.
deal.
I don't care. It's no big deal.
I really didn't want to get in the Hall of Fame.
That's what these guys are doing, acting right, as if they don't care.
And is it acting? I mean, you know, their financial successes have not stopped. They've continued, other than maybe Schilling. They've continued to have profile. They've continued to make money off their names.
Probably so. I will say they're all out of the limelight. I hadn't heard or seen from Bonds or Clemens in a long time.
Well, and Bonds was never a limelight guy other than being everybody very polarizing. He was either your favorite or you hated him. And I guess when I'm saying that, I'm also thinking about A-Rod, kind of rolling him into that group who...
He has been in the spotlight.
He has capitalized on his fame as well as anybody for a guy that had such a blemished past and was kind of a prickish kind of guy.
He was cheering on your Packers the other day.
I saw that.
Had the cameras on him.
Look, and as it relates to the Hall of Fame, to me, there's one way to answer this. If Pete Rose is not given eligibility, how can these guys get eligibility? Because he did not cheat the numbers. What did he do that made his stat line better?
Oh, his personal playing numbers.
Correct.
Okay. I hear you there.
I mean, it's like, the argument that...
Because he's not getting in as a manager, he'd get in as a player.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the argument is, as it relates to Bonds holds the record, but Hank Aaron is the home run king.
To who?
But to lots of folks.
To some people.
Because he did it without...
That's kind of my point, too.
Tarnish.
If you look in the record books, all these guys are there, but they're not in the Hall of Fame. Like, their stats are real. So it's... I don't know. It's kind of weird to me.
But And then I think it's even worse when people say, "Well, put them in, but with the asterisk." Well, no, that defeats the whole purpose.
Now, so they didn't get in on their 10 years, but there's still another committee that can vote them in.
Oh,
correct?
yeah. And I think at some point you'll see them get in. And and it's almost like maybe the Hall needs to have, and they couldn't call it the steroid era, but notate that this is the late 80s to early 2000s area of the Hall of Fame, and whatever
I agree with
whatever inference you want to make, that maybe this is, and maybe you put that section over by the bathroom or something, and maybe it's not featured in prime time.
Have you ever been to Cooperstown?
No, I'd love that.
I don't know the layout, but if you did do it like by decades, and you could kind of lump all these guys together,
right?
People would, and so why'd they do it like this? Well, son,
maybe make their
Sammy Sosa was a little skinny base stealer, and then hit 66 home runs.
Well, and what's so funny to me is even when people are trying to make an argument for Barry Bonds, like I'm just talking on any sports broadcast, they'll still have a picture of him up there as a Pirate, and then a picture of him as a Giant.
I think that's his stock photo now, just the side by side.
And it shows the tremendous amount of growth.
I didn't know a human had that many veins.
Well,
but he's got them. So you say no, I guess. Is that your long answer to say?
It's just hard for me to say yes on that. I mean, I'm still, and again, I think that they're going to. Baseball will wait for those of us that hang on to the Pete Rose argument. I mean, we're all getting older. There's going to be a point where Pete Rose is not even part of the conversation as a qualifier to why Bonds and those guys should or should not get in. But in my opinion, if you're not going to let Pete Rose in, how can you let these guys in?
The commissioner that banned Pete Rose for life was Bart Giamatti.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? I heard a discussion that if he did not pass away, if he was still alive, maybe he would reinstate. Like Pete Rose's chances even got worse when the commissioner that banned him passed away.
Well, and I think what they're going to do is wait for Pete himself to die and put him in posthumously, which is even maybe a bigger eye raiser.
You talked about the guys doing the I don't care if I'm not in. Pete Rose was as defiant as you could be, wanting to be in the Hall of Fame, but also lying for years, kind of trashing baseball, being Pete Rose. He was not very graceful and
I don't think I'm asking for grace. I think I'm asking for them to go, you know what, well, I would rather them be pissed and want to fight about not being in than go, I didn't do that. I'm too cool for this. I didn't do this for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I get you didn't do it for the Hall of Fame, but at some point when you're putting those numbers up with Roger Clemens and at some point you have to go, this is a Hall of Fame body of work. Man, I kind of hate that I've tainted it, through illegal means, but ill-gotten gains.
Bonds was never a media guy anyway. I don't know about Clemens, but I never see or hear any interviews with those guys now.
So here's the other one that I have to question that kind of fits in there and numbers wise is interesting to me. What about Canseco? It's not. I mean, he was a 40-40 guy. I mean, it's never really. Obviously, the home runs are there. There's never really any talk about why he's not in. Is it because he was the vocal? Is he the cast off because he was the one that shined the spotlight?
Right. So you're not letting in the guys who said nothing about it,
right?
And you're definitely not going to let in the guy that ratted everybody out.
That's right. But
I was going to say he didn't have the longevity of some of those, but 85 to 01, he did. Yeah. And 462 home runs.
I mean, those are, otherwise Hall of Fame numbers. RBI stuff. I mean, you put the 462, how many stolen bases? That's where the real anomaly of his, skill set was.
Yeah, I'll look it up. And is he like I guess Bonds, because he was so good, is the poster boy for steroids in baseball, but it could be Canseco, right?
I think it depends on which poster you want to look at.
That picture right there is...
Yeah. Let's see. Jose Canseco had 200 on the dot, Mully, stolen bases.
I mean, that's 492, you said, and 200?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. RBIs, I mean, anyway, and that was a dude that was a way ahead of his time. And quite frankly, the argument could be made that some of these guys were doing things. So the Andro with McGuire, that wasn't that wasn't outlawed at the time he first started using it.
Right.
So does that, but then when you get into the back end with no PEDs, and then you still have bonds, and I mean, I just think there's different, levels of rules that are being applied there.
Well, let's just get Dale Murphy and Fred McGriff in if we're not going to get these guys in.
Look, man, and I'm all for that. Those dudes apparently did it the right way. Scott Rowland's another name that's been mentioned that did it the right way. That's an old school baseball player that's, kind of on the cusp of potentially maybe, he's maybe in the Hall of Very Good, but, he there are guys out there that did it the right way, and that's, I mean, I would far prefer to put them on a pedestal.
Mike says, I've never met anyone who cared about the steroid use. It was fun watching dudes hit 500-foot bombs.
And I'm going to guess Mike's probably a little bit younger. I mean, I think there's a generational application here.
But so at the time when McGuire and Sosa are having that incredible summer,
it saved baseball.
It did. I'm trying to picture myself. So I was like 16, 17, whatever. Did we talk about that year that, okay, these guys are on something, or did we just enjoy the ride? I don't remember a lot of steroid talk that year, like when it happened.
I mean, I was, I was 20.
You were old, yeah.
24, 5. So what am I, 8, 10 years older than you? Something.
So you knew probably what was going on.
It was kind of a smirky joke, but it was still a tremendous amount of fun.
I know.
And it was all great until the following year when Sammy Sosa breaks a cork bat. And then it kind of let the air out of that balloon from the year before.
He said he had his BP bat.
Yeah, he had a
weird.
He did something for fun and whatever, and he got him confused, and then Sammy Sosa basically disappeared after that.
And then it was still like 3-4 years to go before Bonds hit his massive growth.
That's right.
Getting intentionally walked with the bases loaded.
That's right.
By Buck Showalter.
Yeah.
Mully, speaking of baseball, and on a much brighter note, Brian Bailey will talk to Clayton McCullough Monday on the Brian Bailey Show.
Sweet.
Clayton is still with the Dodgers,
as far as I know.
But his name's out there. Could be, but right now with the Dodgers.
Right now you've got, I guess, I don't know that he can go anywhere. I don't know how that works with the with the labor dispute that's going on in baseball. So I know there's a lot of guys that are hanging in limbo player-wise that are, free agents waiting on contracts. So I don't know how that applies to the, to the coaching staff.
By the way, folks, you can get into our lunch. Mully's a big Tiebreakers fan. What'd you have last time you went to Tiebreakers?
I had lunch there today. I had a grilled chicken salad with buffalo sauce and a ranch.
Man.
And an unsweet tea.
You're a good guy to talk. You turned me on to the cheesesteak with a wrap. Chicken cheesesteak.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
And the wrap. Yeah, that's good. Lunch for 2 to Tiebreakers on the line. Go to YouTube, subscribe to Pirate Radio TV. All you got to do is type in yes or no. Should Chandler be extended an invite to the Sugboat? Redbeard has already voted no. He says he will change his vote, Chandler, if you do your Mully impression in front of Mully.
All the things you just said, son. That might be the stupidest thing you've ever said.
You're making me very uncomfortable staring into my eyes and talking like me. That was the least. That's the most awkward thing I've been doing radio now for 18 years, and that's the number one most awkward experience.
Was that good?
I couldn't get over the awkwardness. You literally were staring into my eyes with your head canted and trying to talk like me.
Yeah, we need to get one of those bald caps that you can put on while you talk to him and say, "Son,
you head nod me again. We're gonna have a problem."
What you gotta say about that?
That might be the stupidest thing you've ever said, son.
Well, that thing that Clip said that brought that line out was pretty stupid.
Tiger Woods kids should play
wide receiver.
It was just
that was the stupidest thing.
I was just making conversation, Mully. I was not like...
You make conversation for a freaking living, and that's the best you could come up with?
My God. This is what it's like, just hanging... We were having fun, hanging out.
Oh,
and Mully takes me to task on one line. Jeez Louise. All right.
What a dummy.
I don't like this now. Now they're both looking, head kind of cocked the same way. This is bad. Mully, what you Aaron Rodgers.
Shut up.
Real Mully. What do you think about the Packers?
You know what? I think
fading once again.
I think it's so interesting. Oh, well, let's start there. He's the biggest choke artist. He is the Clayton Kershaw of quarterbacks.
So they both. Clayton did get a ring.
Yeah, and he's got a ring,
and Aaron Rodgers has his one.
But you should, you would have suspected far more success than he's had. But I do think it's incredibly interesting and great conversation that the Broncos hired the OC from Green Bay today, and so now the speculation is Aaron Rodgers going to Denver. And maybe I missed something with Denver, but everybody's talking about how loaded is Denver loaded. I don't know that I saw them play this year a single time. Matter of fact, I don't think I've seen them play since Carl Mecklenburg played for them. I mean, obviously, the last time that they were relevant in my world was the
Elway.
The Peyton Manning Super Bowl.
Okay, all right.
And I do remember Tim Tebow taking them to a playoff win, which was interesting.
That was a very small window of relevance, by the way. Manning was on the end of his deal.
Very small.
And are they loaded? No. They have some talented receivers with Cortland Sutton and who's the
Jerry
other one?
Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy from Alabama. They still have I think a good defense, but not a great defense, especially losing Von Miller.
Right.
To answer your question, they're not loaded.
That's the thing.
It's not like a ready-made. Hey, we're
it's not
quarterback
like
away.
Right, we're taking him out. We're taking Brady out and plugging in.
Especially with all these other quarterbacks in the AFC.
No, and for what it would cost, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I don't see him back with Green Bay at this point. And it almost wouldn't surprise me if he outright retired. I mean, it really wouldn't. I don't know that there's anything that would surprise me with him with Aaron at this point.
Was there odds on Aaron Rodgers? I can't remember from your guy that emailed.
Well, the Broncos were the favorite.
Yeah.
There were no odds on him retiring. By the way, Mully, stop me if you heard this before. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I just assumed Sean Payton would be on the sideline somewhere next year. He is indeed going to TV. And I don't think he said, I'm definitely never coaching again. But it is starting to feel like a Bill Cowher move where he goes to TV, and then every year we say, all right, Peyton's going to come back, and he just never comes back. So.
I think it's 1 year. I think he's back on the sideline.
So you do think he will?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just listen to him talk. I never got the impression. I think he wants a break. I mean, of course, everybody wanted to think he was going to the Cowboys. But my question is would Peyton be an upgrade over McCarthy? They seem to be synonymous in a lot of ways.
I'm starting to see a lot of that, and their side-by-side records.
They're identical.
I just think McCarthy's a doofus. I would take Peyton over McCarthy, but the more I look at it, they've both won one, right?
Yeah.
With elite Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
That's
very similar.
Yeah. So. And then, I don't know what the first off, if I'm an established NFL head coach, the last place I'm going is Dallas until Jerry's under the ground, because I just don't think you can't do your job.
CJ, I talked to a Steelers fan that's I think even a tad younger than you, and I said, "Are you upset about the Big Ben stuff?" And he said, "Honestly, I'm kind of excited for something new. Like, what is this new? And now it might not be good, but it is something different. How about the Packers, Mully? Favre to Rodgers, there's going to be a major drop-off and some losses coming, but is there any part of you that's like, hey, something different, something new?"
Yeah, I mean, I don't...
Or would you rather bring in like Russell Wilson and try to keep this thing going?
That's kind of what I would think would happen. Would we they'd go out and get a guy. The thing is, there's no trade bait. And you've got all the guys that are of value are all free agents.
They got cap hell issues too, right?
Yeah, and you're talking about, how enticing is it going to be if Aaron Rodgers announces he's going to Denver and Vontae goes with him, and now Russell Wilson's like, well, this is out of the frying pan into the fire.
Yeah, I mean, they still have a good defense. How frustrating was that to watch the 49ers win that game doing nothing offensively?
Playing awful.
Yeah.
The 49ers they're both their playoff wins are, absolutely ugly football.
Yeah.
Terrible football.
It is. The only fun part is the things Kyle Shanahan does with Deebo Samuel and just gives him the ball 80 different ways.
Does Kyle Shanahan get credit for that? I mean, don't you just go... I get he's the head coach and he's the play caller, but at the same time, do you have to be a genius coach to realize... Let's just get it to Debo and let him do his thing.
I think some coaches are too stubborn to let guys do different roles.
Well, and I'll tell you what, we may be seeing Debo go down the Christian McCaffrey pathway. Now, he's a whole different from a physicality standpoint.
Yeah,
but you just can't. You just can't take that relentless pounding that dude takes.
Well, now it's the playoffs, so instead of doing 7 runs with Debo, they're going to do 18.
Oh yeah,
and say, all right, we're at the end of the year, go out and do it. All right, so Packers out, Niners advance, Rams Niners, Stafford Garoppolo, Mully.
Yeah, I mean the Rams should absolutely destroy them.
The Rams,
and it's not the Rams' offense.
Kyle Shanahan has lost 6 in a row, or beat McVay 6 times in a row. Niners own the Rams.
So,
okay.
Look, I like that. I like it even better that the Rams win because there's that certain number of how many times you want to play a team before, how many times you want to beat a team in the regular season or whatever, and then you get them in the postseason. The worm's going to turn at some point. It's just a law of large numbers. But I like the Rams all the way.
The thought on the Bengals is maybe a year or 2 away. Is it too soon? Or?
I don't think it's. And I've heard you. I just don't think their offensive line is going to give them a chance to win.
9 sacks by the Titans.
I just don't think. I think that's going to be the problem.
From like gambling terms, you can bet on the game. You can bet on the over under. You can also do like individual bets. And I love just saying, hey, Joe Burrow over yards, over attempts, all that stuff. But I'm worried, is he going to be there to finish the game?
That would be my concern.
You know what I'm saying?
If he finishes this postseason, I will truly be amazed.
They will definitely spend their offseason trying to protect the franchise QB because he's awesome. He's cool too. He's just laid back. There's no moment too big for him.
You know who he wrote, and I can't remember the guy's name, so this is going to be a terrible. But maybe you've had this thought. The dude from Saturday Night Live that does the God,
come on! I can get this if you give me something.
He does the. It's like Jim, not Jim Carrey. It's
Jim Brewer.
Jim Brewer.
Goat
maybe?
Boy.
Yeah, maybe Jim Brewer. Shirley's got it.
What does he do?
What? Yeah. Can you name a skit or give me?
He looks like him. Look at Jim Brewer.
I think it's probably him.
Yeah, I think it's Jim.
Who
Brewer.
are we comparing it to?
Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Like,
he looks a little bit like Jim Brewer.
I could see him doing a Saturday Night Live skit.
Is that the guy?
Yeah. Look at the far left picture.
Yeah.
Jim Brewer.
That far left picture is Joe Burrow.
He did the Joe Pesci show. He did Goat Boy.
Jim Brewer.
He was in Half Baked.
And
Joe Burrow looks like he's half baked sometimes.
He looked. I mean, that picture right there in the top right hand corner of him being funny even looks like Joe Burrow.
All right. Well, there you go.
The first time I saw him, I'm like, this dude, I could just see, how goofy Brewer is coming out with a helmet. And I mean, I could see that skit.
Yeah. All right.
But Burrow's really giving them nothing to pick at yet.
I've seen a whole lot of if Washington, if the Dolphins didn't blatantly not get a 2-point conversion in a game 2 years ago, Washington would have had the number 1 pick and gotten Joe Burrow.
Well, that's something you can hang your hat on.
All right. Anything else going on, Mully?
No, we got golf started on Wednesday, so they'd be done on Saturday.
Dang, Harold.
Tough slip for Harold.
Started to follow him, and
that was brutal.
Yeah.
I mean,
1 shot off the lead, right?
That's at one point he was tied for the lead.
Tied for the lead.
Yeah, we made a little friendly wager amongst the group there when he was tied at 4, and ended up being costly for one of the guys because we ended up betting whether or not he would finish in the top 20, which he finished, I think, T23.
Yeah.
Mully, thanks for hanging out, man.
Yeah, man, enjoyed it always.
We'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah.
I tell you what, let's get a break in. We'll come back. Jeff Nadu hanging on. We'll talk to the big man on campus. ECU, a 12-point dog tonight against Memphis. What does he think about that line? We'll go over the NFL lines as well with the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new 2022 Buick Encore GX. Save up to $1,250 off or 1.9% for 72 months. As always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Did you know time spent outdoors can help improve your children's health and bring balance to their life? The Outdoor Heritage Advisory Council invites you to join the Patch program. This program is for any child under the age of 16 and includes activities like fishing, hunting, and hiking. These are just one of the many ways you can earn the exclusive patches from the Outdoor Heritage Council. For more information on how to sign up and get your adventure started, visit outdoorheritage.nc.gov.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico, a huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome inside the booth. Hornets TV is a must-see. Some thoughts next.
The Pirate Radio Podcast.
Phil Steele, the college football guru. Is 3 years a fair amount of time to be able to judge somebody?
Yeah, generally year 3 is when I look for coaches to hit their stride. And so, you've got 3 years of recruiting classes, really about 2.5 years of recruiting classes. So year 3 has always been what I've looked at. And in the era of the transfer portal, I think it's going to be tougher for first-year head coaches to hold on to all the players.
Listen to every Pirate Radio podcast now by visiting our podcast channel and subscribing in Apple iTunes or SoundCloud.
Every time I'm home and the Charlotte Hornets are on Bally Sports, I'm there. Number one, I love the NBA. You don't love basketball if you don't want to watch the greatest players in the world play. And number two, the Hornets are a young, exciting team with a bright future. Then there's the telecast. Eric Collins is the television play-by-play voice of the Hornets, and former Hornet star Del Curry is the analyst. Collins, in particular, is tremendously enthusiastic and very knowledgeable on all things NBA. He does his homework, and you can tell he loves his job. I go back with Del Curry to our days together at Virginia Tech beginning in 1983. He was a great player for the Hokies and a first-round draft pick of the Utah Jazz. He does a solid job, but make no mistake, Collins is the star of the show. His play-by-play is excellent, and like a lot of NBA announcers, he's a part-time pitchman and entertainer. The Hornets on Bally Sports, a fun watch. Come on back again next time, and we'll visit inside the booth.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Matt Driscoll. Please join us at A.J. Fletcher Music Hall or live stream on February 17th at 7:30 p.m. when Durward Ensemble will be on the campus of East Carolina University presenting works from our upcoming album, Prophetic Revolutions, and a world premiere by ECU alumna and Miss America 2019, Nia Franklin. If you would like to learn more or support our group, go to our website, durwardmusic.com. We look forward to seeing you Thursday, February 17th.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
This is former ECU football player Bryce Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Alrighty, planning on hooking up with Jeff Nadu here in a couple of minutes. Clip Rock. Studio B full. Shirley Rose, CJ Schaefer, the big dog, Clint
Big
Griffin.
dog.
Once again, Pirate Radio Podcast Wrestling Edition coming up on Friday with special guest Danielle Monet, former Pirate. Will be wrestling, as CJ said, one night only. Coming up.
One night stand.
Saturday in the Royal Rumble. Summer Rae. So we'll have a rooting interest coming up Saturday night in the Women's Royal Rumble. That interview will be out tomorrow when the wrestling podcast drops. Royal Rumble preview and a lot of good stuff from CJ and the big dog, Glenn Griffin. Also, the Huddle with Morgan Ehlers coming up Friday. His guest will be NFL draft scout and analyst Ryan Roberts. And on Monday's edition of the Brian Bailey Show, he'll talk to the first base coach of the Los Angeles Dodgers, former Pirate Clayton McCullough. All right, we got ECU Hall of Famer touchdown Tony Collins joining us in the 5 o'clock hour along with Troy D. If you want to be a part of our giveaway today, here's all you got to do. Head over to YouTube, subscribe to Pirate Radio TV, and vote yes or no. Should Chandler be extended an invite onto the Sugboat? We got a lot of entries here. Let's count the yeses and nos real quick. For no, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. For yeses, we got a major run on yeses here, Chandler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow.
Getting closer to 50-50 here.
And make it 7 yeses? Because now, tell me if I'm incorrect, but Redbeard said he would change his vote if I would do the Mully impression in front of him.
I guess technically he is a yes now. So there you go. All right, we got the thumbs up. Jeff Nadu, Big Man on campus, joining us on the Pirate Radio Live Line. Big Man, how you doing today?
Pretty good, Cliff. How are you?
Hey, doing great. Let's go to Pirates Tigers coming up tonight. Jeff, you use a phrase quite a bit where you say, I don't know why this team is favored by this much over anybody. I feel like you could use that with Memphis. I do understand that ECU is coming off the worst game in organized basketball history against Houston. Before that, they had a soul-crushing loss to UCF where they led by 20. So the Pirates are not coming in here in the best frame of mind right now. Memphis is coming off a win, a 2-point win over Tulsa. The number is 12 tonight, Jeff. What do you think about that number, East Carolina, Memphis tonight?
I mean, I think it's ridiculous. Listen, I've said this time and time again, and Clip, I like you a lot. That's why I'm bringing this up. But of course I will with East Carolina. I'm not betting Memphis without DeAndre Williams. That's simple. Until he's back, I will not bet on them. I don't care if they're 1-point favorites. I will not bet on them. No, I have no interest in Memphis. In fact, I would take ECU. Memphis is mentally weak. They're poorly coached. They turn the ball over constantly. And look, if tonight they win by 15, salud. But I got to be honest, I think this will tell you a lot. If ECU goes in and gets blown out, I got to wonder where the headspace is with this group. I mean, you're coming off of a damn near 50-point loss. That should turn the volumes up on your ears. You need to get going. This is 5 days off. This is a beleaguered team you're playing, who is not going to have their best players there. They don't have Nolly either. On a change of venue, keep in mind ECU won the first game. Now this team's double-digit favorites. I don't get it.
All right, Big Man hath spoketh, and I tend to agree. I said earlier in the show, Jeff, we talk a lot about like a team, a player is due, and at this point, we've seen enough sample size with Memphis that I don't know if they are a team that should be favored by 12 points over anybody, even the way East Carolina's playing right now.
Yeah, I mean, remember, this team is 349th in the country in turnover percentage on offense. Remember, there's only 358 teams. They're bad at the free throw line. I don't think they're very good defensively. You look at conference play, they've been horrid. They don't do anything well. They don't have any leaders. They're mentally weak and are poorly coached on top of it. And now you got to lay double digits? Give me a break.
All right, Big Man, good one tonight in Iowa City. It'll be the Hawkeyes hosting Purdue. Purdue is a road favorite in this game. I see it at Purdue -2, total at 154. How about this one coming up tonight at 9 o'clock between the Hawkeyes and the Boilers?
Yeah, I played Iowa +2.5 in this game. I think it's worth a real look. I mean, this is a huge quad one opportunity for Iowa, a team with really no great wins. I guess Indiana's a decent win, but outside of that, there's not much here. This is a huge opportunity in revenge at home. Couple of things to know about Iowa: lost by 7 in the first game. Didn't have their best player, possibly the best player in the country, Keegan Murray. Clip, in that game against Purdue, they scored 36 points in the paint, Iowa, without Murray. What's going to happen tonight? Also keep in mind, over the last 43 games at home, my 4 years, Iowa is 29-14 against the spread at home. Purdue struggled this year on the road, struggled the last couple years on the road. This is a huge opportunity. Look, I think the over makes a lot of sense here. I don't know who stops who, but I think Iowa is a better, in this game, the better team. I don't like what I'm seeing out of Purdue right now. Their on-ball defense has been terrible. Give me the home atmosphere in Iowa City. I like Iowa tonight.
Looking around top 25 action on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, Ohio State at Minnesota, Wisconsin at Nebraska. So some other Big Ten action going on. Some Pac-12 action tonight. Cal is at UCLA. Good win earlier this week by UCLA over Arizona. USC is hosting Stanford. Gonzaga, huge favorites over Loyola Marymount. So that's the teams involved in top 25 action tonight. Jeff, what else are you looking at on this Thursday night card?
Well, I'll tell you, Minnesota is an interesting one because Minnesota in their last game on Saturday, they won at Rutgers, 68-65. What makes that game so fascinating, Clip, outside of 3 minutes played by 2 bench warmers, the rest of the team all 5 starters played 37 or more minutes. They got very little break. They're down to 7 players. They have injuries, COVID issues, and they still were able to win. I got to wonder, if they have the same team tonight, I think they get run out of the building. Ohio State's going to, I think, capitalize on this. As far as other games, I mean, Wisconsin's off a loss. They got to go to Nebraska. Nebraska's bad. One game that I like, Clip, kind of not a top 25 game, but a very good mid-major battle. I like Western Kentucky at home against UAB. 2 teams I really like, but West Kentucky is very good as a dog. They're even better as a home dog under Rick Stansbury. There's no one better at getting to the free throw line in America than Western Kentucky. They put their head down. They take a lot of good shots, and they have a behemoth in the middle, Jamarian Sharp, 7'5". Okay, absolutely gigantic, 235. This team defensively is tough to deal with. They're at home here. And this is a UAB team that really struggles to defend without fouling. I think WKU gets a big-time home win tonight. I'll take the 3.5, though.
Have not heard that name in a while. Rick Stansbury, formerly of Mississippi State, right, Jeff?
Correct.
Yeah.
Stansbury is not my favorite coach by any means, but he is good as a home dog.
All right. There you go. All right, the lines. Well, actually, there has been a slight. Oh, go ahead.
Real quick, one other one. Gonzaga tonight, as we know, this has been arguably, would you agree this could be the best offense over the last 5 games you've seen in some time? I mean, pretty incredible. I mean, their efficiency numbers in conference are about as good as you can get. They're over almost 128 efficiency on offense, which I think the top I've seen on the Ken Palm database is 126. They have Loyola Marymount tonight. First half, full game, team total overs. I'll be on them. Loyola Marymount's going to get absolutely destroyed defensively in this game. They can't guard in transition, can't guard at the rim, can't guard in the half court. This is a 100 spot for Gonzaga, if I say so myself.
All right, Jeff Nadu talking college hoops. He does quite a bit of that. You can check out all his premium plays, patreon.com/BMOC. Also, your YouTube, you got a show on YouTube too, right, Jeff?
It's tough, Clip, right now. I'm very busy. I don't know what I did a couple episodes. I'm working possibly on bringing that back to a network. We'll see. I just have so much going on. I do a show every day at 1 o'clock. I have my Patreon where I go over the entire card every day. I do stuff like this with radios. I'm just super busy. The sit-down's taken off. I got a YouTube channel, so I'm just super busy. But I think we'll be back by the March 1st. We'll all March on that show. But what do you got for NFL?
Yeah, real quick, just a slight change in a line from Monday. I see the Rams now at 3.5. Chiefs still at 7. Earlier in the week, I don't think you were, running to the window. You did say you thought Bengals +7 was maybe too many points, but you also had a caveat that you're not that interested in betting against the Chiefs. Also, you like the Rams long term. So where do you stand here on this Thursday, Jeff, with these 2 games this weekend?
Well, I think for me, what I'm going to do, as I have the Rams in a future, so I'm kind of okay with not betting them. If I had to play that game, I would lean on the Rams here. I think we're starting to get to the point where this is a too popular dog in the Niners. I mean, the Rams are getting most of the money, which is big as far as sharp, smart people betting them. As far as the Bengals, if I had to play a game this week, at 7.5, I think there's room for reason to bet the Bengals. I think this is a shootout kind of game. I've talked about that. I think this is a close game, shootout. That's generally how these play out.
You also, now I remember, Jeff, you said if you could tease the Bengals up and that total down and try to hit that?
Yes, I love that as well. But I think for me, with getting the right number, Clip, I would probably have to do a 7-point teaser in that case for me, because I went 14.5 with Cincinnati on the side and then the over. But I'll tell you an honest thing, Clip. You look at the bet money percentage. 64% are on the Chiefs, 36% are on the Bengals. However, 86% of the money wagered is on the Bengals. What that says, Clip, is there is sharp money on the Bengals. Okay, I think this is an interesting spot. At 7.5, I think it's hard to go against them. Remember, this is a Chiefs defense that's still not good. Okay, let's just be honest with ourselves. These teams have played each other before. Bengals beat them 34-31 on January 2nd.
Yeah, Jamar Chase over 200. I mean, they were flying up and down the field.
Yeah. I mean, what the hell has changed? Is Mahomes great? Yeah, he is. Do I want to bet against them? Not particularly, but I mean, Cliff, let me ask you, who's more likely to get a stop if Honey Badger doesn't play, the Chiefs or the Bengals?
I'm worried. Is it a concern of about Joe Burrow getting sacked 9 times last week and what the Chiefs are going to do pass rushing? I'm worried about that.
Well, look at the first game, Cliff.
Okay.
30 for 39, 456 yards, 4 touchdowns.
That's stupid.
Come on, he was sacked 4 times in that game.
Yeah.
Okay? Which, let's be honest, they're not going to sack them 9 times this time. I mean, that was kind of a random game. But, yeah, look, I'm not getting off it. At 7.5, I think it's worth a play. I like the teaser as well. I think this gets into the 50s. And at 14.5, I'd be blown away if the Chiefs win by 3+ touchdowns.
Big man, enjoyed the chat today, and have fun watching some hoops tonight. And you're a busy man. Appreciate you giving us a few minutes of your time, as always, here on Pirate Radio Live.
Well, Clip, Gomorrah Season 5 is out, so I don't know how much basketball I actually watched. However, I got to finish that. It is so brilliant, and I got to actually go out and work out, Clip. I don't even want to work out. I'm just so enthralled by this, but thank you for having me, as always. Good luck to ECU tonight. I think they hang around.
All right, sounds good. Hey, thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it, man. There's Jeff Nadu. We talk to him a couple times a week here on Pirate Radio Live. We'll visit with him on Tuesday once again. All right, Fred is on Team Chandler. He says yes, he should get an invite onto the Sugboat. Tyler says no. So back and forth we go. If you would like to get into today's contest, we're going to be giving away lunch for 2 to tiebreakers. All you have to do, head over to YouTube, subscribe to Pirate Radio TV, vote yes or no. Should Chandler be extended an invite onto the Sugboat?
Yes.
Now, Chandler did, take me to break, Shirley Rhodes. Chandler kind of did what Mully was talking about with those baseball players. He has said he didn't care if he was on the Sugboat. He didn't want to be on the Sugboat. So, why should people vote yes when you stated those things? Huh?
Well, first of all, this contest was not brought up by me. I didn't ask for this contest to happen. I literally was being quiet because I had not been introduced yet.
All true. All true.
This contest did not happen because of me.
That is very.
So I'm just sitting back and watching people vote on if I should be on this Sugboat or not.
Extended an invite. That was a great response. Point Chandler. If we're keeping score at home, you're now down 7-2. Oh, and a few snaps and neck. What do you call that?
Neck whip. Neck whip.
Neck whip. Take a timeout. Come back. More Pirate Radio Live on the way after this.
Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of Pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week.
Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Hey, this is John Grillo, the Bagel Man. You know I love bagels. I don't settle for frozen bagels. That's why we make our bagels right here in Greenville from scratch every day. If you're coming into Bagel Man, you'll notice that there's some renovation going on. Our menu is bigger and better than ever. Our sandwiches, heroes, subs, salads, wraps, bagel dogs, fresh baked pastries, and our new coffee bar. Soon we're going to be opening for dinner. Don't forget Bagel Man for all your catering needs on Fire Tower Road in Greenville.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
University PC Care has been busier than ever repairing personal PC and Mac computers and iPhones during this pandemic. And we thank you for your support. Now, with everyone streaming and doing work from school and home, you may have discovered that your home Wi-Fi just isn't cutting it. It may be time to upgrade your home network, and University PC Care can help. To make a network assessment appointment and discover upgrade options that fit your home, go to talktowilliam.com or learn more at universitypccare.com.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show. Hosts Mark Greenhelves and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're gonna love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom with Team Coop Strong. We want to invite you to the Coop Strong race on March 19th. This unique race has a 4-mile course, a ruck division, and an awesome after party. Proceeds support the local nonprofit Coop Strong, which provides financial support for those fighting ALS, scholarships in memory of Dr. Nelson Cooper, and funding for ALS research. You can sign up at runtheeast.com and follow Coop Strong on Facebook for all of the details. As always, we appreciate your support, and go Pirates!
This is Stephen Igo. You've heard from me plenty on Pirate Radio Live and perhaps have read some of my work on hoistthecolors.net. Now, get an extension of our in-depth coverage on the Hoist the Colors podcast. From game previews to immediate post-game analysis to emergency podcasts for breaking news, we've got you covered. A cast of guest co-hosts from fans, former coaches, and other writers join me for 2 podcasts weekly to break down all things ECU athletics. Subscribe to Hoist the Colors now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
Pirate Radio.
We're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and older. That's always a good combination.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. For the latest breaking news, interesting stories, and awesome contests that can make you a winner, be sure to follow Pirate Radio on our social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PR927FM. You can join the close to 51,000 followers today. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, the clock is ticking if you want to get in on our contest today. We got a lot of people in, but still time for you to jump in. All you have to do, if you would like to have an opportunity to win lunch for 2 at Tiebreakers, go over to YouTube, subscribe to Pirate Radio TV, and type into our chat box yes or no. The question is, should I extend an invite to Chandler to join me on the Sugboat? And most recently, Fred said yes, Tyler said no, Newton said yes. We had a long run of no's to start, but we're getting a few yeses in. So yes or no, that's all you got to do. You'll be entered into our contest. We'll have our winner coming up in hour 3 of today's show with Troy D and Touchdown Tony Collins. Troy D is here inside the Pirate Radio studios.
Hello, Clip. Do I get a vote?
You're not eligible to win the prize,
not to win,
but you can vote.
Yeah. I vote a firm, absolutely no.
Thank you.
And primarily.
Explain why.
Well, why? Because I just sat in the seat and it's so hot from where your ass just was. I don't know what's going on over here, but the seat's like on fire.
It's 2 little butt cheeks.
Well, because I sat in it for 2 hours.
Holy cow. Are you okay? This thing's like gone burning. And you know me, I like to be warm, but this is uncomfortable.
Okay. I'm sorry for keeping the seat warm for you.
Yeah.
I mean, geez.
I need to get this thing cooled down.
There's some ice cold water. That chair over there, you can use that one.
I've sat in other people's chairs before afterwards. I've never felt it like this hot.
Okay.
He was literally on the hot seat with you, Clip. Getting nervous?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I just sat there. It was for 2 hours.
You sound guilty to me.
This is just a weird topic of discussion that we're starting off with.
I agree with
about
that.
how hot my ass is.
Do we not agree?
Seat's on fire.
Stand up. Stand up.
Oh boy! All right. So Troy D coming in hot, because of his seat.
Yeah.
Kenny Curlings votes yes.
Thanks,
Curlings
Kenny.
is on your side, apparently, Chandler. So we will be doing our drawing coming up in just a little bit. Troy, we got some Bears news to talk about.
Y'all have another Ryan and Matt.
I know. They love the word is that the McCaskies are so cheap they didn't want to change any of the monograms.
So they can just keep it.
They can keep. They had a GM. In case you did not know, they had a GM named Ryan. They hired a GM named Ryan. They had a coach named Matt. They hired a coach named Matt.
Similar name,
Not just
gentlemen.
that. Did you hear the other day we were talking about it? They went from Ryan Pace to Ryan Poles.
Yes, very similar.
And
Same
we said that the owners are so old. Ryan Pace just went back in there, put on some makeup. It's the same guy. And they said, you're hired. We love you.
They said, what's the old Virginia McCaskey said she ain't learning anybody's new name. They're hiring.
I'm too old to learn new names.
Yeah. I don't know about this. I've been listening to some Chicago sports radio predominantly. That's the third time I've said that on the show today.
Did you just learn that word?
So I could learn how to say his last name.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now I have it. Do
Okay.
you have it? All right. Let's start with Chandler.
Hold on. Let me
Chandler.
look at it.
The last name of the new Bears coach is Coach what?
I got to read it.
I have to see a spelling.
All right.
All right, I got it here. All right, so
I know it's like Fluss or something like that.
So Eber, so it's EBERFLUS, and we talked about last week with you and Tony. First of all, it's a weird name.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
I was against him just because of the name.
I agree. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I've been calling him Eberfluss.
I'm going to go with Eberfluss.
All right. I was thinking Eberfluss also before Clip, so I'd agree with you. But I was like, I really hadn't heard of him before, so I need to know. Everybody in Chicago is pronouncing it Eberflus. It's either Eberflus or Eberflus.
You don't even know.
But it ends with flu. It sounds like flu.
So it's flus at the end.
It's flus.
I like that even less than fluss.
I think it's Eberflus.
Oh God!
Yeah,
Troy.
either Eberflus or Eberflus, but it was the end that I was confused on.
I hope there's a nickname.
It is Flus.
And
maybe they call him Coach Flus, or he'll make you sick.
It's
Coach Eb.
Flu season. Is it Matt or Mate?
I'm going to go firmly with Matt.
Mate Eberflus. Is he Swedish?
So I wonder if the Chicago ownership kind of just got a bunch of Matts on the candidate list. Was Matt Rule on the list?
That's why Matt Campbell was up there too, Troy D, on the odds. So yeah, you're right.
They did say the Ryan Poles. It gets very confusing. The new general manager made this call 100%, and that wasn't the case in the past. They said this is very un-Bear-like to let the GM actually make the hire.
Now, where did
they
he
said
come
if this
from?
doesn't work out, it will not work out for new reasons.
Where was he previously? Do you remember, Troy?
Poles came from Kansas City.
Okay.
He was their top assistant player development guy.
Because one thing you said did come to fruition. You were worried about Polian being involved and him getting a Colts guy, and they did get a Colts guy, but you're saying this was the GM's call. So.
Correct. Yeah, once they hired the GM, Polian was kind of out of it. So I think he's ended a little disgruntled that he didn't get to make the final pick.
Polian, they really do like all the same names there in Chicago.
I don't know. And I'm at the point now, I don't care how good the guy is at the press conference.
Yeah.
I don't, I heard you talk about something earlier and you're like, well, I just need to wait and see. You got too excited about something before. It was early.
The AAF.
That's it.
I got to wait on the USFL.
Yeah. And I agree. I was like, look, that's a good policy. Let's see if they even make it through the season first. And then if they do and you like the product, then maybe get excited about it next year, right?
Yeah.
I think that's very mature of you, Clip. And
Thank you.
And I'm actually going to model that behavior towards the Bears right now, where even though I think this GM guy is a good hire, I don't really know enough about the head coach to have a decision one way or the other. It's not a wow hire. It's not one where I give you the name and you're like, whoa, they got him?
Definitely not, yeah.
But maybe he
But
could
that's not a bad thing.
and I don't care.
That's not a bad thing.
I'm fine with that. I'd rather he win on the field than win the press conference.
Sure.
I'm done with the wow hires.
Yeah.
Just if he can get it done, then he can turn into a wow coach, which I hope he can. But I am going to exercise on the side of caution and wait and see.
And now they're going to bring in coordinators and things like that, right? So
yeah, and I mean that will really decide. Like this guy's a defensive guy,
right? So they need to bring in a guy to work with Fields.
That is the most important hire, maybe more important than him.
Yeah.
Who do they bring in as the offensive coordinator to develop Fields, who could be a legacy quarterback if developed right, or he could be a complete bust?
Yeah.
He's at the tipping point right now. They've kind of really screwed up his career up into this point, so they need to get him aligned, or he's going to end up like the next Trubisky if we're not careful.
All right, we'll talk some more NFL. We got some ECU news and notes as well, and we'll have our giveaway. A lot to go with Touchdown, Tony Collins, and Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a timeout, come back. Got that for you after this.
Grow Rug 26 is coming to Greenville March 25th through the 27th. This is DJ Fussell from F3 ENC, inviting all men to sign up now for this leadership training event. The Grow Rug training events are designed to help men become high-impact men by reinforcing the F3 mission of invigoration of male community leadership. To register or to learn more, please visit f3enc.com. That's f3enc.com. Remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you've got to get started if you want to be great.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at Arc Point Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust Arc Point Labs to give you quick and accurate results for all your laboratory testing needs. If you are in need of COVID testing for your return to school, work, or for travel, Arc Point Labs is offering same-day PCR and antigen testing with little to no wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina Arc Point Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates!
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not. I ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the new Papa John's New York Style Pizza is a MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
Safety comes first at Greenville Utilities. Did you know that by itself, natural gas is completely odorless? As a safety precaution, a chemical is added to the gas that gives it a distinctive and unpleasant odor. This allows you to detect the slightest amount of natural gas both indoors and outdoors. If you smell a strong odor of natural gas in or near your home, you should immediately call Greenville Utilities. GUC maintains staff around the clock in order to provide immediate response to emergencies such as natural gas leaks. You can count on GUC to keep safety job number one.
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak and our seafood delight pasta. The Rick House is open for lunch daily from 11 to 2, Monday through Friday. Take a break from your workday with lunch at the Rick House. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
Hey dads, it's back. Plan to join us for our 6th annual Daddy-Daughter Dance Friday, February 11th at Rock Springs. This event will be a fun night of games, music, photo keepsakes, raffle tickets, and of course, dancing. Best of all, 100% of the proceeds will go to Daughters for Dads, which supports local families affected by cancer. Sponsorship opportunities are also available. Purchase your tickets today by going to eventbrite.com and search for Daughters for Dads. We will see you Friday, February 11th at Rock Springs.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Domino's of Greenville has 3 locations to take care of you. Take advantage of the week-long carry-out deal of all 3 topping pizzas for only $7.99. Order online today at Domino's.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All righty, we'll have our giveaway coming up in just a little bit. If you want to jump in at the last moment, you can do so now. Head over to YouTube, subscribe to Pirate Radio TV, and vote yes or no. Should I extend an invite to Chandler to join me on the Sugboat? We got more votes coming in. Gay says yes.
The Sugboat.
Oh, yeah. Hit that, Shirley, while I'm counting these votes.
Exciting and new.
Susan says yes.
Ready. The Sugboat.
Rob says no.
He'll come back and play again soon.
Troy's favorite listener, Jeff Dover, says
Jeff
no.
Dover, brother of Ben.
Love a Jeff Dover line. And let's see. Kenny. Now, I don't know if Kenny should be the one.
If I ever have to start life over again, I'm going to go with my alias is Ben Dover.
Oh, let me welcome Tony to the show. Hello, Tony. What'd you think about that?
Who's my running back?
I can't even find it.
I thought I saw you on Jim McMahon's Twitter page the other day, who's putting pictures from the 85 Bears. Yeah. And they won the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Super Bowl 20. You remember that one? I do. And I was looking for pictures of you in there. Mm-hmm. I was going to try and screenshot it and send it to you, but I did not. It was everyone, I guess, because he's on offense. Most of them were defensive guys, so I didn't see you out there, buddy. Yeah. Sorry.
I don't know if Kenny should be making the Scotty Mo jokes because we kind of backed off of Kenny. He coined the Motown.
Motown, yeah. Kenny, we all make mistakes.
But Kenny says maybe this new coach for the Bears can bring Scotty Mo with him, Troy D.
Let's hope not.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better just to move on.
We got a lot of coaching news today. So the Broncos have hired Nathaniel Hackett. Why is that a big deal? It might not be, but he was Aaron Rodgers' offensive coordinator. Could he maybe sweet talk Aaron Rodgers to join the Broncos? We shall see.
There's some rumor mill stuff about that.
Biggest coaching news today, Troy D. Larry and Skip.
Larry
are going back at it head to head.
Think he's ready to be in coaching again?
Larry?
Yeah.
Larry? He's got to be ready.
That's that same guy?
Larry.
You remember Larry?
Larry Fedora.
Is he ready?
Where's
he at?
Former North Carolina coach is now the head coach of the New Orleans Breakers, Tony Collins, of the USFL.
Oh, okay.
Skip Holtz, the head coach of the Birmingham Stallions.
The minute I saw that release, I thought of this. Hit it, Shirley.
No, you know who's got to be ready? Larry! Are you ready, Larry?
He was not ready that day. That was the week, I believe, ECU.
Was that 70?
Yeah, that was the 70. That was going into the 70.
He had a lot of points there.
That's why that clip still holds up the test of time.
Because the previous year...
He taunted him going into the week and then after the week.
The previous year, I guess it was Larry, gave up 55 to the Pirates. And then followed that up with a 70 burger.
Yeah, we like playing Larry.
Now Skip was 1-1, Troy D, against Southern Miss.
Yeah,
when they went head to head, and they'll do it in the USFL.
So I guess the USFL is hiring all the old college coaches.
How many teams they got?
Although another one named today, Jeff Fisher.
Oh, pro. Okay.
Who was a pro?
That's Michigan, right? How many teams do they have?
Michigan.
Didn't we say they had 8?
You know what's funny, Tony? You just said something. So, are you thinking of Steve Fisher, the former Michigan basketball coach?
Jeff Fisher
from the Titans. Is Titans, Rams.
He's 8-8. But isn't a team from Michigan that he's coaching?
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay,
Jeff Fisher was always the knock on him was they went 8-8.
8-8 every year.
We're like Scotty went 3-9 every year. Jeff Fisher always went 8-8.
Every year, he was an 8-8
He was a
guy.
solid, consistently average guy.
Tell you what, Tony is killing it.
How does Tony know? Tony doesn't even know who our quarterback is, and he knows that Jeff Fisher's is the head coach now for Michigan's USFL.
The Michigan Panthers.
I watch sports, guys. I mean, come on.
Tony, you be careful. You're going to turn into our USFL analyst.
Correspondent.
Yeah.
Let's go to our USFL insider, Tony Collins.
You know more than I do at this point. That's
Who's the next big hire, Tony?
I don't know.
I think all the coaches have been named to this point. I saw a full list of them.
I'm still trying to find out how many teams there
I think we said 8.
And
we looked into that Monday, I remember, live on the show.
There's 8 teams here.
Yeah. We were looking for nicknames, remember? We were trying to see if we could steal any for the Washington football team.
They're going to be the Commanders, it appears.
Although I saw the new website. You linked to it. There's a link.
I don't know if we can say it.
I don't know if we can say it.
You can say it.
Can you say it? I don't want to say it. I don't want to get in trouble. If you say it, you get in trouble.
Who do I get in trouble with? You? Or is it Ellerby?
Tell me. I said I don't care if I get in trouble.
I don't know if can you say it's not a bad word.
No, you can say it.
It's not a family friendly word.
Correct.
Why don't we clean it up a little bit? Someone made a website and it was Washington D-Bags.
Yeah, okay. That's a good way to put it.
And it's abbreviation for
WashingtonDbags.com. If you click on it.
But the D stands for something.
Oh, okay.
And
what's the D stand for?
Well, I'll tell you. Not what you think it probably does.
I just asked Dolphin.
Jeez.
Dolphin bags. If you click on it, Troy D.
It goes to the Washington Redskins official site.
Correct.
It's kind of hilarious.
Now, then I learned after that you and I could do this if we knew how to do it. You could pretty much redirect anything.
We could
to
do
their
Washington
website.
Pansies and it would go to their site.
Yeah.
It's a hot link. Anybody could do a hot link to any site. Yeah.
But I thought that was pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
That would take you to the actual website if you type
it was
that in.
someone spent some money to have a little bit of a joke right there.
Some other coaches in the USFL. That's right. Kevin Sumlin, who we beat here in the Conference USA Championship with Houston. Todd Haley, former head coach with the Chiefs. Mike Riley with Oregon State. And then a couple of guys I do not know. Bart Andrus and Kirby Wilson.
I've been burned by too many of these spring leagues. I'm not even saying I'm going to watch it right now. I'm not saying I won't watch it, but I'm not making a time. I'm not definitely going to even see a game this year.
Did you see where, I feel like we might have brought this up, there's going to be a simulcast for the first time, I think, since like Super Bowl I. They're going to show the first game on both Fox and NBC. Two competing networks are going to have the game.
That's unusual.
That is very strange.
The same game?
Yeah, the same game on two networks.
Are you having one Fox broadcaster, one NBC broadcaster?
That is a great question. I'm going to assume it's the same announcers, but I don't know. But so anyway,
that is a different type of deal.
That is very strange.
Don't see that every day, Clip.
That you do not. All right.
You might see a simulcast on a company that owns multiple stations.
Right.
Like ESPN may broadcast it, and ABC would have it too, like a national championship.
New ECU hire, Troy D. I hadn't mentioned this yet today. Justin Anderson has been named the Director of Player Personnel and Recruiting. So this is a big position. It has been filled by Justin Anderson. He previously served as Director of Player Personnel at Virginia and was also at BYU. So I guess he went over with Bronco Mendenhall from BYU to Virginia.
Who was doing that before?
I wish you wouldn't ask me that.
Sorry. I didn't know that. I wasn't sure that guy left.
I'm trying to.
A lot of these administrative positions are hard to keep track with.
I can't remember the
coaches are a little bit easier.
Yeah,
these guys are really kind of behind the scenes.
But again, a big role.
But yeah, important position.
So, welcome to Pirate Nation, Justin Anderson.
Yeah,
got a good look.
Yeah, clean. I like that,
Mr. Clean. In fact, with the bald head,
he's kind of got a almost a Ronnie Woodard type of.
Would you trust this guy, Tony?
He looks.
Would you let him recruit your?
He looks trustworthy.
Okay, all right, that's
strong
good.
jawline there.
That's a good thing to have.
Welcome aboard.
All right, what do you want? You want to go NFL?
Let's do it.
Did you watch any of the games this weekend?
A couple of them.
Tony, you said
sorry about
week.
your Tom Brady.
Why are you sorry about it?
We were kind of pulling for Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, I'm always pulling for Tom.
I was.
Yeah, I was too. He played a great game.
I think there's two types of people in this world. There's people that pull for Tom Brady, and there's people that hate Tom Brady.
There's a lot of people that hate.
And the people that hate Tom Brady are because they got tired of losing to him all the time.
Yeah, of course.
Or they're jealous of him, of his looks, of his success, of his money.
Well, I root against Tom Brady because I usually root for the underdog. Like, I was roommates.
But see, I would say Tom Brady is the ultimate underdog. Here's the guy that got overlooked.
Here's the guy. What are you, Chris Collinsworth?
Hold on, let me slide
ultimate
in.
underdog.
Here's a guy that didn't get drafted until like the 6th round, didn't have the physique of a typical, built NFL quarterback. If you look at his draft photo, was overlooked by so many teams. And had to prove himself.
That was 20 years ago.
Wasn't anointed as a starter. Only got in because the guy in front of him got hurt.
Again, you were right in 2001 and 2, and I actually rooted for the Patriots in that Super Bowl because they were the underdog.
He's used that as motivation every year to continue to prove people wrong.
Okay, yeah, maybe you're right.
Underdog.
After 2 decades of that,
do you think he's
not the underdog?
Absolutely.
You think he's going to come back for another year?
Yeah, I think he's playing at his peak performance right now.
He said
he looks as good as he's ever looked.
He set personal records this year. Like yards, touchdowns.
If he was playing like Ben Hamburglar, it would be one thing, and retire. This guy's at the top of his career now, not at the bottom.
How about the disrespect there?
I cannot argue with you on that. I hope he comes back.
I think he needs to come back.
He is not at a Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger where you can tell that it's done.
Right.
Yeah. With Brady, he's not done.
And this is the type of thing, too. Some of these guys, you know how hard it is when you're in season. But when you play, Tony, you can actually have an off season and take a break.
Yeah.
Nowadays, there really isn't an off season. These guys almost have to train year-round.
I'm going to be honest with you. Brady looks better now,
correct,
than he looked 2 years ago.
Right. Brady, there's no off season because even if he wasn't playing football, he'd still live like this.
Yeah.
He'd still eat that diet. He'd still work out like he does. So if he's doing those things anyway, why not go ahead and play?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if he can still play,
he does look better now.
Definitely can still play.
He physically looks better now than he did 10 years ago. When they do those headshots of him,
yeah, he's starting to look kind of fake though.
What do you mean?
Like plastic?
Really? He's aging like incredible. He's like aging backwards.
That TB12 method he's on is working. I know that.
I need to get some of that stuff.
And that Tampa Sun.
Injected in my veins, baby. Can you buy TB12 like?
Yeah.
Like no, like not a hoodie. I mean, can you buy
like the
creatine or whatever he's taking?
You can buy the meals and things like that. I don't know about. I think it's a whole deal, Troy. Nutrition. Hydration.
Oh, wow.
You can get all the whole thing.
Is there like pills you can pop?
This could be part of the new Troy D.
Give me some TB12 pills I can take every day.
Troy D's doing yoga, looking like Tom Brady.
He's got protein,
pre-workout, nutrition box.
Oh, man. I'm going to have to jump on some of this stuff.
You'd be a part of this scam that he's running.
They're stretching them out, too. Stretching's a big part of that. I started that the other day.
So are you saying in a couple of years you're going to be up to Tom Brady?
No, I'm just trying to do what I can do. No one's going to be able to be Tom Brady.
Troy D, for $48, you could be scammed into buying a bottle that helps you focus from Tom Brady.
I don't know if I want focus. What about abs? I'll pay $48.
Where's the abs jar?
Yeah. Give me the abs pill, and I'll pay $148 for that. For $148, you can have Tom Brady's abs.
Okay.
Don't make you worth. You can't throw a football, but your abs will look great. So I'll take it.
All you got to do is take the pill. You don't got to work out.
Sign me up.
Just take the pill.
Good. Take the pill. Go eat a few cheeseburgers. Wake up in the morning. You're good.
All the technology we have in the world. Why can't you just take a pill that just makes you like super thin and lean and in shape? All the technology in the world.
What are these scientists
We can
doing?
put a man on the moon. We can send rocket ships to Mars.
Well, China
we can't have a pill that just makes
China was trying to do that, but they made a mistake and they created COVID.
I do hear some good weight loss plan if you get it.
If you get bit by the right bat, you could develop abs.
You could lose 12 pounds in a hurry.
Yeah. All right, so Brady out. How about the quarterback matchup, Tony? The teams are good. They do it in different ways, but Stafford-Garoppolo doesn't sound like a championship game, but it is.
Yeah, it is. It is, though. I mean, I think the Rams probably should win this game, but you just never know with the 49ers. They got a good run in attack.
Have some magic going, I think.
You think 49ers are going to win?
Go on the road twice.
Warriors.
Knock off the Cowboys. Knock off the Packers on the road. I tell you what, and I know it hasn't been pretty the way they've been doing it, but man, I just feel that there's some magic happening with them.
Yeah, it'll be a good game. I just think.
And now to go on the road
I
again.
think their defense is going to get the Garoppolo, and when they get the Garoppolo, he's going to throw interceptions. That's the thing about him.
They remind me of the year the Eagles won the Super. I think the Eagles were coming out of the wild card, and they were a road team every year, if I remember correctly. See, to me, this reminds me of that, a similar path.
So you sound like you're going for the 49ers.
I just have a feeling. I don't really care. I don't have a dog in the fight.
I know you don't care, but that's what
me.
But you think the 49ers are going to win?
Yeah,
you want to bet?
What's the spread?
3.5 Rams. So you take those points, Troy.
I'll take the points and bet you.
Yeah, I'll give you 3.
All right.
Yeah.
Done. How much?
Whatever you want, buddy. Just mark it down on a piece of paper. Just write it down.
Write it down and slide it over.
Write it down on a piece of paper. Slide
like
it
a
to
20
me.
spot.
Oh, slide it to me.
You gotta slide it to him.
Slide it to me.
You gotta do it old school. Nowadays, gambling's like illegal everywhere. You don't have to under the shadow of darkness. You know?
Tony, I was saying the other day that I remember growing up watching football, and like right before if there was a minute 30 left on the clock before halftime, a team would kick off and they just take a knee and go to the locker room.
Pretty much.
Man, those days are long gone.
Way over.
Now you got a team that can kick a field goal with 13 seconds left. That Chiefs-Bills ending was, insane.
Heartbreaking for the Bills fan. Josh, the kid played unbelievable, man. You can't play any better than he played. He did everything. He ran, he threw, he jumped, he leaped. He did it all.
I went back and it was after one of those things you watch it, and I'm like, I want to see this again. I thanks to DVR, which is a cool invention, I rewound it to see the last few series, because now knowing what you know that happened, to hear what they're saying, and to see the Bills celebrate, because it's basically over at that point. The roller coaster.
It should have been over.
13 seconds left. You got the game in hand. And honestly, I agree with maybe it was Collinsworth that said it. If you kick the ball, squib kick it, where they have to at least run it back for a few or
take a couple seconds.
Take a couple seconds. Even if it takes 3 seconds off, that might have been enough where they didn't have enough time to run that extra play.
Yeah, you can look at that.
You get it down to 9 seconds.
But both teams. So the Chiefs got it back with like 1:48 left to go, scored, and then the Bills scored.
Yeah.
Both teams had it, we're going to win, we're going to lose.
Yeah, they were going back and forth.
I heard you guys talking about Madden back in the day, the video game. And I'm old enough that I had Madden for the Sega Genesis when it came out. EA Sports.
Yeah.
EA Sports.
It's in the game.
It's in the game. Yeah. When Madden came out for Sega Genesis, it was the biggest thing for when we were in college. But every time we'd play, whoever had the ball last in Madden was going to win the game, because there was no defense in Madden.
Yeah, nobody could stop him.
You were going to score, just depending on how many plays and how long it was going to take to score. That was the only question. You weren't going to stop anybody. So you had to time it out to be the last person to have the ball. That was the strategy in that. And that was like that game was like a real life Madden game that came to fruition.
Well, now that shows you why teams are doing this today. These coordinators and coaches grew up in the Madden era, Troy D.
Yeah.
And they're playing real football more like a video game, going for it on fourth down, taking more risks. I think there's something to that.
I do too. If you grew up like that, I think there's something to that.
Because Tony, you watch football today. I mean, there's no teams probably that played the way. Who was it? Coryell,
Don Coryell.
Who was throwing the ball back then?
Yeah, Don Coryell, the Chargers.
But that was like a rarity, right?
Well, you had Montana back there. He was throwing a lot, but it was my era. Was a running.
Yeah,
we were doing
the original West Coast offense was because of like
Bill Walsh.
Yeah,
like it was a novelty back then. They were the first air raid.
And now we look at the 49ers like, man, they're weird. They're running the ball, playing defense. What is this? what kind of football are you guys playing? They won with special teams and defense. All these other teams are chunking it all over the yard. So,
but they say defense wins championships, and Buffalo, their defense in those last 13 seconds
gave it. Let them
is just unbelievable bad.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable bad.
I think that holds true.
Not do that.
That statement still holds true.
Well, if that's the case, then the NFC might be the favorite to win the Super Bowl because the Niners, but the Rams you were talking about that, Tony. Von Miller and those guys getting to Garoppolo. I think the two best defenses right now are the NFC teams, right?
Oh, of course.
Over Cincy and KC.
Yeah.
And what do you think about that game?
The
Cincy?
The Cincy game?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought Cincy played well, but they had what? How many sacks? 9 sacks. The kid got sacked.
Burrow got sacked 9 times. He also got hit, Tony, on a timeout and a delay of game, and they crushed him, but they didn't blow the whistle in time. I can't believe he survived the game. They can't let that happen again this week.
But who's the quarterback for Tennessee?
Ryan Tannehill.
Unbelievable, man. Just throw the game away. Why don't you?
Yeah. If there's one team that needed to take a knee and not try to score, it was them. And he did throw it away.
Unbelievable.
Think Cincinnati can do it?
That line's at 7.
I don't think they can go into Kansas City and beat Kansas City.
You want to bet?
Yeah.
Wow, Troy is gambling man today.
Slide it over. I'll give you how many points is it?
7.
I'll give you 7.
I may ask for a bonus point on each one.
What do you mean a bonus point? I give you no bonus point. I'm already giving you points.
We can set the line however we want when we bet off.
Tony, you just slide it back. You just slide it back. And y'all just slide it.
It's part of the juice.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll announce our winner. Got some more votes in. Richard says yes, Chandler should be invited to the Sugboat. So
Sugboat,
exciting and new.
He'll come back and play again. Hopefully for you.
We'll do that and a lot more.
Somebody told y'all can sing. Did somebody tell y'all that?
Were they right or wrong? What's the next thing you're about to say? All right, we're back with you after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in ENC. Open 7 days a week. Plus, the Buck has live music every night, along with football. The Buck has a brand new 15-foot 4K screen, the only one in Greenville, and over 18 big screens with all your college and pro action. Sunday Fun Day will also be stocked with the biggest Bloody Mary and Mimosa bar, along with the NFL Sunday Ticket and food trucks out back. Check out the Buccaneer Music Hall. Open every day, noon until 2 a.m., with live music every night, and now football and food trucks during the day.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom with Team Coop Strong. We want to invite you to the Coop Strong race on March 19th. This unique race has a 4-mile course, a ruck division, and an awesome after party. Proceeds support the local nonprofit Coop Strong, which provides financial support for those fighting ALS, scholarships in memory of Dr. Nelson Cooper, and funding for ALS research. You can sign up at runtheeast.com and follow Coop Strong on Facebook for all of the details. As always, we appreciate your support, and go Pirates!
Burgers, wings, hand-cut, hand-breaded chicken tenders, fresh salads, and cold beer is the starting lineup at Tiebreakers and has been keeping customers happy for 20 years. Tiebreakers family atmosphere is the perfect place to come watch your favorite team play while enjoying a great lunch or dinner. In a hurry or looking for catering options? Get Tiebreakers to go. That now includes the new curbside pickup by ordering online at tiebreakersnc.com. Tiebreakers in Greenville and now open in Winterville.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
If you love the food at Villa Verde, and hey, who doesn't? Now Villa Verde makes it even easier for you to order takeout. Tell us about it, Jay.
If you go to myvillaverde.com, you can order online, and we'll have it ready for you to go. Plus, you can pick it up at either one of our locations. No waiting in line to pay, and no waiting at all. Just pick it up and go. With online ordering from myvillaverde.com or from our mobile app, plus even from our Facebook page. Villa Verde, with 2 Greenville locations to serve you. Villa Verde, a platform for good.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Hey, this is Troy D, proud ECU grad from the class of 94. And if you know me, you know I love the 90s here at ECU. It was some of our glory days, including bowl games, the Peach Bowl, and even a March Madness appearance. Relive those days with my friends from Tailgate Classics. Tailgate Classics is a cool retro store with all types of merchandise, including the 90s ECU vintage tees and hats. Check out Tailgate Classics in person, 304 Evans Street, or online at shoptailgateclassics.com. Tailgate Classics, bringing back the throwbacks.
It's bow time. We think a chicken sandwich this good should speak for itself. But when you're talking juicy, hand-breaded, and boldly seasoned chicken breasts, piled up with thick-cut pickles and creamy mayo all on a buttery toasted bun, well, we are happy to say it again and again and again. Bo's Chicken Sandwich, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
This is Touchdown Tony Collins, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina for over 80 years. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com, or you can visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, back with you here, Pirate Radio Live, hour number 3 of today's show. Touchdown, Tony Collins, Troy D here in the Pirate Radio studios. We'll talk more football in a moment, but Troy D also keeping folks up to date on what's going on around the community.
Yeah, if you're looking for something good to do this weekend, a great event going on the campus at ECU. We got Kim Sad on the live line joining us from the Eastern North Carolina Dance Foundation and the Greenville Civic Ballet. Kim, welcome back to the show. How are you?
I'm great, Troy. How are you?
Doing good. I know you guys have been working hard on your Aladdin performance, a live performance, so people are looking for something different in Greenville going on this Saturday and Sunday. Give us all the details.
We're excited to, yet again, benefit Make-A-Wish of Eastern North Carolina. So a portion of the proceeds will go to Make-A-Wish as in years past. The show is really exciting. There's a lot of acrobatics in the show this year because our Aladdin is an acrobat and a tumbler. So it's a really cool show to see visually. The costumes are great. The dancers have been working so hard, and the Parent Guild has really just gone above and beyond to promote the show and make the costumes and sets simply beautiful. So we're excited. It's going to be this Saturday, the 29th at 6 p.m., and Sunday, the 30th at 3 p.m. at ECU's Wright Auditorium.
All right, and if folks want tickets, they can do it as easy as going to ecuarts.com. How many people perform in this show, Kim?
We have about 36 dancers, including our guests in this particular version of the ballet. So it's range in age from about 10 to our eldest guest, who is George, plays the Sultan, so 53.
Well, you stole my thunder. I heard there was going to be a lot of folks may know who George Sad is around town. He's a longtime Greenville guy. Was going to be making an appearance in this. I was wondering what exactly he's going to be doing in this thing.
Oh yes, well he's the Sultan. He walks a lot, which is kind of a big deal, and he points. So pointing and walking together is probably the biggest thing he does.
Is this the first time George has made an appearance in a show like this?
It's the second time. The first time we did Aladdin was 2 years ago. So this will mark the second year anniversary that we have not been at ECU. So this is a big deal to our dancers, a big deal to our fans, that we're back in the theater finally after 2 years of a break. So
That's
this
true.
is the second time.
I know a lot of folks that know George are wondering, did you have tights that fit him?
No tights. They only come in, they only go up to a certain size. And he will be wearing a tunic.
All right. You guys know what a tunic is? Tony, you know what a tunic is?
No, but I think I can do his part, but just walk it and
How
point
about
it.
if George gets sick or can't do it? Tony Collins.
I can be his backup.
Yeah, he can be the backup sultan. Tony's kind of our sultan around here.
I can walk and
he
point.
walks and points
Yeah,
here
I
all
can
the
do
time.
that. I can walk and point.
Yeah. So you include some judging, judging others.
There you go.
All right, sounds good. So you got, hopefully the weather will cooperate, but Saturday by 6 p.m. we should be good to go. And then
We're good to go.
Sunday at 3 o'clock, the matinee. How much is it to attend?
$20. The tickets are $20 each, and it's going to be a great show. You won't want to miss it. It's great for kids all the way through. It's less than 2 hours, including the intermission. So it's a great show nugget for kids and adults.
All right, can you send me a picture of George in his tunic?
I will. I'm going to send it right now.
All right, and the tunic is kind of like old Roman times, I guess. Would that be a fair way to describe that?
No, not in this particular instance. It's more of like a Eastern Indian tunic.
Okay.
I'll send a pic along to you.
All right, sounds good. How would you describe a tunic, Cliff?
Yeah, I'm Googling it right now. Is the tunic just the shirt, or does it go all the way down to the legs?
Like a skirt?
He has a short tunic. He has a short tunic that's belted with pants.
Okay, there we go.
It's kind of a hybrid.
Envision that.
Sorry for this weird search history I have now on your computer, Troy D, of tunics.
Men's tunics.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's been worse. All right, Kim, good luck with the performance. Thank you for your time as always.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
All right, take care now.
Kim Sad joining us. Tony, did you do any theater growing up? Were you in any plays?
Did not.
I mean, you'd be great for that.
I know. I could definitely point and walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would be a good, Sultan.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Is a sultan like a bad guy or something? That's not. Is he a bad guy?
Have you seen the movie Aladdin?
Not really.
Oh, you should go watch that movie. This is based on that.
But is he a bad guy or is he a good guy? Because if he's a bad guy, I don't want to be that guy.
I have not seen Aladdin in a long time.
Yeah, I saw it when I was in college when it came out.
Well, tell me, is he a good guy or a bad guy?
Tony, it's been a while since I was in college.
I'm going to say bad. Aladdin, is that a whole new world?
Oh, yes, it is. A whole new world.
He's singing again, Tony.
Oh, there's the picture of the tunic. So we can't see it, but
Ooh.
we can only see his, belly button up.
That's fancy, man.
That would be like a great Halloween costume. But I wonder what does it look like downstairs?
That's like Cam Newton's regular wardrobe.
Yeah, looks like a preacher.
Yeah.
All right, let's do our drawing. We've got
Cam Newton's wardrobe.
24 entries.
He has tunics. Yeah. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
It was like 2 minutes ago I said that. 20.
It takes a while for me to process.
It had to click.
Yeah. You know how like your computer has that thing spinning? Sometimes that happens.
You were buffering?
Yes. I was lagging, as my kids say. It's lagging.
Sometimes we got to turn Troy off and turn back on
I need
again.
a reset. I definitely need a reset.
All right, Troy D, here's the deal. Here's the skinny.
Cold weather. That's part of the problem.
24 entries into our contest. Got my random number generator here. You love this thing.
37 minutes in, I mentioned cold for the first time. I thought you'd be proud.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad at
I
all.
love the random generator.
I'm going to hit it 3 times. There's 1, 2, 3, and the top number is the number we're looking for.
Top number is a perfect 10.
10.
10.
And our winner is Alex Marion, who voted no.
Firmly no.
He was a former ECU basketball manager back in the day.
Says no way.
Chandler added a stipulation that said if you voted no...
This was during the break, right?
Yeah, if you voted no and you win, you have to take Chandler, because it's lunch for 2 at tiebreaker.
Congrats, Alex.
You have to take Chandler with you to tiebreakers.
As your +1.
And explain why you voted no.
So we'll still pay for the lunch, but Chandler's your +1.
So there you go.
Right.
If you voted yes.
If the winners voted yes, they can take whoever they want to.
Right. So now Alex
but the no
has to take
voters,
you.
no voter winner has to take me.
Yeah.
And we have to work things out. We have to understand each other. I need to understand why you don't want me on the boat.
All right. I think that's fair.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. Congratulations, Alex. Thanks, everybody, for playing.
It's just a cheap way for Chandler to try and get a date with someone.
Not only that, but a free lunch. You got a date, a free lunch.
Yeah. Guy, girl, it didn't matter. He was just glad to get a free lunch at Tiebreaker.
Human connection.
Wait, is Alex a boy or girl?
I also need Alex to call the station, please. I need to get some additional information.
Okay, I'll shoot him a message.
Thank you.
He's a man.
He's a man.
Is he a little boy
He's
or a little
40.
girl? He's a dude. He's a man. He's a male.
Yeah.
We must be 21 or older. We can talk it out man to man.
All right, there you go. Boy to boy.
Boy to boy. Boys to boys.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back.
12-year-old kid. It's going to be a little weird. Why are you going to lunch with my son?
Buddy, why do you not want me on the Sug boat? Tell me! Tell me!
We'll be back with
I want to hear the Sug boat theme when we come back, Shirley.
Sung.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new 2022 GMC Sierra 1500 and save up to $2,000 off. And as always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Uptown Greenville's newest dining experience is open and ready to serve you. The Sidebar, a Tex-Mex fusion restaurant, offers dinner and weekend brunch. Located at 707 Dickinson Avenue, right beside the DAP House, the Sidebar has indoor dining and patio seating for everyone to enjoy. For the latest information on reservations, menu items, and more, follow the Sidebar on Facebook or on Instagram at sidebar.greenville.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
Grow Rug 26 is coming to Greenville March 25th through the 27th. This is DJ Fussell from F3 ENC, inviting all men to sign up now for this leadership training event. The Grow Rug training events are designed to help men become high-impact men by reinforcing the F3 mission of invigoration of male community leadership. To register or to learn more, please visit f3enc.com. That's f3enc.com. Remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you've got to get started if you want to be great.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
This is Brian Packard, ECU former baseballer. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a quick look at your stock market report for today. The Dow was down 7 points and closed at 34,160. The NASDAQ was down 189 at 13,352, and the S&P also dropped 23 points at 4,326. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, talked about it earlier in the show, but have not. We were talking about it during the break, Troy D. Pirates in action tonight on the road.
Got a bad feeling about tonight.
Yeah, how do you
looking for payback? We don't have Suggs. I know we don't have him either.
Definitely not on the boat.
Sug boat.
How do you respond from the butt whipping that they just took to Houston, where they scored 36 points in the game?
Yeah,
79-36.
Well, and Memphis is a little teed off on.
Yeah, but we are too. Like, it's going to be two mad teams out there playing tonight.
Yeah, and 9 o'clock, late tip-off, too, on ESPN2, by the way.
On the Deuce.
How do we do on late-night tip-offs? Have you looked at the past performance?
No, but I'm going to assume
9 o'clock tip-offs or later, we do not do well.
I'm going to assume that is the
road, 9 o'clock or later.
We might have never won a game.
I was going to say, this would be history-making.
Yeah.
What do you think? We need more sleep or something?
Can't play late games?
Yeah. Well, the problem is, Tony,
messes up your whole mojo.
No matter how you set up that stat and what time it is and where it's probably a bad stat if it's ECU basketball.
Yeah, right.
Just really bad this late at night.
No me in time.
Pirates are a 12-point underdog tonight, Troy D, going to Memphis. Jeff Nadu says there is no...
He don't like either one of these teams.
He said Memphis shouldn't be a 12-point favorite against anybody in the country.
He's down on Memphis. Way down. He hates Penny Hardaway.
Well, just that they're not fully stocked, so you got to.
We still have Penny's
cut
from before.
We need to stop talking about Penny.
When you have to ask for respect,
bro,
or whatever.
Stop.
Penny was asking for respect?
Oh, yeah.
Stop disrespecting me, bro. Like, don't do that.
Don't do that, Tony.
Yeah, come on, man.
Penny's tired of the questions. They finally got a 2-point win over Tulsa, but two teams, struggling right now.
Will you stay up and watch it, Tony?
I will watch a little bit of it.
Yeah, before you fall asleep.
I don't know if I'll watch the whole game.
Will you make the whole
especially
game?
Especially if we're losing.
Yeah.
You will?
Now,
I have a feeling I might fall asleep at halftime if it's a boring game.
Now, if it gets like it was against Houston, I won't be watching, but I might still be up at 11. But
see, I stayed with the Houston game because I was curious.
You're sick.
How out of hand it was going to get. Like, how bad is this going to be? Like, now I can't turn it off.
I mean, it was a historically bad performance. You might as well watch history happen.
Right, yeah. Not that I was happy about it, but I'm like, can they do anything? Like, I got to stick with it now.
I thought I'd spend my time watching football instead of that.
I flipped back during the breaks and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're going to hang around tonight, play a tighter game, but we'll see.
Yeah. Just a late tip-off. And, this month has flown by, Clip. January's almost gone.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't been paying attention...
We're in January?
No, almost over, buddy. We're going to be in February in a blink of an eye.
The blink of an eye.
And then February's a short month, as you know, or you may not know. If you're not following the calendar, it's only 28 days.
28 days.
So that goes by usually pretty quick. And then you know what's next? March. And you know what March is? Springtime. Clocks roll. Spring forward. And then we're talking, baby.
That happens
Get
in
this
March?
cold crap out of here. Yes.
Troy
March is a
probably
game
knows the
changer.
date.
March is a game. I'd say it's probably around March the 8th.
Thought it
If I had to
happened-
guess, I
thought it
haven't looked it
happened
up
in
yet.
April.
It's right around there.
It's in March.
That's close.
Sunday, March 13th.
Yeah. March 13th is when the clocks change. You get that extra hour of daylight at night.
You think that's what ECU basketball team needs, that extra hour of sleep, right? Think we can schedule some games in March?
No, I don't think it would matter. It's probably not a factor.
But for Troy D's March Madness, he needs an extra hour of daylight. I love March, the tournament, all that. So
Yeah.
I'm with you. Let's get there.
It's the stepping stone to summer. It's the gateway to summer.
Okay. Look, anything to get you out of your cold depression.
I know. And like now it's supposed to snow again on Saturday. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
I'm over the snow already.
I was watching you last week in the snow. You guys seemed like you had a blast.
We did.
Well,
But
looks,
that's fine.
What are you complaining about?
I got my fill out of it. I'm good.
looks like the latest update, though. It looks like we're going to get less than an inch, so we're probably looking at a dusting.
That's not snow.
That's what you said.
it's not snow.
Look, Tony goes to Colorado. He knows snow, okay?
Yeah.
This ain't snow.
Now, for those of us that have lived, that are lifelong residents of North Carolina, this is like apocalyptic practically.
absolutely.
But,
2 weekends in a row, Tony?
I mean, it's unheard of around here.
If you live in Raleigh or Greensboro, this will be your third weekend of it.
No. Where you grew up, Tony, was it like snow on the ground all winter, or
pretty much from December to February?
And you just get used to it? Like, it's not
Be
even
miserable.
a thing?
I parked the other day. I was going I was going to Altavola, and I parked in the spot, and where they clear the shopping centers, it gets piled up. It takes a while for it to melt. And I stepped out of the car into one of those piles. It's like, God, darn snow! I'm sick of it. Get it out of here now.
What a terrible life!
Now it's piled up dirty snow.
What a terrible life you have, Troy.
Who let the snow hang out still? It should be gone by now.
Everybody, keep Troy in your thoughts and prayers tonight before you go to bed.
Please pray for Troy.
He stepped in some snow this week.
Wasn't expecting it. It was like 5 days after the snow had already melted everywhere else.
But did the ski jacket save you?
No, I didn't fall.
He almost died on the ATV last week.
But my foot got cold and wet for a second. I wasn't wearing the right shoes.
The Bears.
So your foot was trapped by the snow.
They covered it, like it stepped
and
into it.
And then the ski jacket assisted you in your life-saving endeavor of trying to free yourself from said snow pile.
No, that was a different incident, Shirley.
How many times you
That was the ATV accident.
He's had a lot of
I am
battles
well
with
aware that it's the ATV accident. I was trying to use that as a
Did
reference.
you tell Tony about how you almost died?
I did not.
You almost died in the snow?
We don't have time for that story again here, but you can tell it off there.
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Near-death experience.
This just happened?
Saturday.
Get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Evil Troy Neville doing tricks on the
My shoulder
ATV.
is just starting to feel better. I thought my hip was dislocated yesterday. It was weird. It was like, and then I was like, I landed on it.
Oh, so you were playing in the snow?
I was driving and...
Oh, you were driving?
An ATV, four-wheeler in the snow.
Oh, and you crashed.
That's the last of my road rash right there.
When did you do
Healed
your...
up pretty good, thanks to the jacket.
When did you do your stretching you were talking about? Was that after the
It was
incident?
before, thank goodness.
Oh, okay.
So I think because I was stretched and I was a little limper, it helped me, and it was relaxed.
That's a good point.
A lot of times it's people that if you like go crazy and you try and jump off, or you put your arms out in a weird thing, that's how you break your arm. I just stayed calm.
Yeah, and because you're so physically built too. I mean, that's probably was another reason why you're not injured.
I'm blessed. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that.
That's working out, man. That's what working out does for you.
You're looking great for your age too.
Appreciate it.
Why'd you
Keep
say
it up
for
man.
your age?
Because
you always throw in a little qualifier.
He always want to let people know that I'm old.
No, for his age, he's great. There are a lot of people who are in like group homes.
He said it again.
It's a compliment.
Just say he's looking good.
Yeah. I told him before, if he shaved, he'd look 10 years younger.
I know you don't like his facial hair.
No, it's not that I don't like it. I just want, if you'd shave, you'd look a lot younger.
Yeah.
But see, I don't think his wife wants him to look younger, because then, he's going to, all the ladies are going to become
lady killer.
That's not it.
Oh, yeah.
That's not it.
All right, let's get another break in. We'll come back. More to go. We'll get our final thoughts on the weekend's football games and see if Tony's got any guarantees for us before we wrap up here on a Thursday. Back with you after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in ENC. Open 7 days a week. Plus, the Buck has live music every night, along with football. The Buck has a brand new 15-foot 4K screen, the only one in Greenville, and over 18 big screens with all your college and pro action. Sunday Fun Day will also be stocked with the biggest Bloody Mary and Mimosa bar, along with the NFL Sunday Ticket and food trucks out back. Check out the Buccaneer Music Hall. Open every day, noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night, and now football and food trucks during the day. Hey, Troy D here with my good friend Kelvin Rawls from Pest Tech. Kelvin, I just want to thank you and Chris and all the great folks at Pest Tech for such awesome service. You totally eliminated the mosquitoes in my backyard, plus the fire ant problem I was having in the yard.
Hey, you're certainly welcome, Troy. I have heard the same thing from all of our customers through the year of COVID. With everyone being home, they want to enjoy the outside and being mosquito, fire ant, and pest free.
Enjoy all your property from the kitchen to the curb. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com today for complete service.
Grow Rug 26 is coming to Greenville March 25th through the 27th. This is DJ Fussell from F3 ENC, inviting all men to sign up now for this leadership training event. The Grow Rug training events are designed to help men become high-impact men by reinforcing the F3 mission of invigoration of male community leadership. To register or to learn more, please visit f3enc.com. That's f3enc.com. Remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you've got to get started if you want to be great.
Domino's week-long carry-out deal means you can carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each every day. That's right, $7.99 each, and every day means any day. But just in case there's any confusion, we've set up a helpful website to confirm if today's a day you can carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each at Domino's. Just go to howaboutoday.com to find out if Domino's week-long carry-out deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes extra large and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Matt Driscoll. Please join us at AJ Fletcher Music Hall or live stream on February 17th at 7:30 p.m. when Durward Ensemble will be on the campus of East Carolina University presenting works from our upcoming album, Prophetic Revolutions, and a world premiere by ECU alumna and Miss America 2019, Nia Franklin. If you would like to learn more or support our group, go to our website, durwardmusic.com. We look forward to seeing you Thursday, February 17th.
Hey, this is John Grillo, the Bagel Man. You know I love bagels. I don't settle for frozen bagels. That's why we make our bagels right here in Greenville from scratch every day. If you're coming into Bagel Man, you'll notice that there's some renovation going on. Our menu is bigger and better than ever. Our sandwiches, heroes, subs, salads, wraps, bagel dogs, fresh baked pastries, and our new coffee bar. Soon we're going to be opening for dinner. Don't forget Bagel Man for all your catering needs on Fire Tower Road in Greenville.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
This is Coach Steve Shankweiler, offensive line coach for East Carolina University football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Watch all of Pirate Radio's local programming on YouTube Live. You can watch Pirate Radio Live Monday through Friday from 3 to 6, and, of course, the Bud Light pregame tailgate and the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter on game days. All you have to do, go to YouTube, search Pirate Radio TV, and then you can click on that subscribe button,
and you're all set to go. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, Ben Roethlisberger made it official. He retired today. Tony and Troy, here you go. The 3 quarterbacks from the 2004 draft. Rank them. Which ones would you want on your team? 1, 2, 3 between Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers.
When you said Manning, you threw me off. It was Eli.
Sorry, you get Eli.
Yeah, I was thinking Peyton. Who would you? God, that's so. It's Eli, Ben, and who?
This is good. A good question for Troy, not for Tony, because he had Brady forever. You and I had no quarterbacks, so we take them all.
Who was the third one?
Rivers, Manning, and Big Ben.
They're all kind of similar.
How do you rank them?
I mean,
if you go by Super Bowls, Manning would be up top.
I know,
but I got to go with Ben at the top for me, and then Manning second, and Phillip Rivers. Actually, Phillip Rivers is a better quarterback than Manning, but he didn't win. He didn't never won the big one.
If he was on a bit better team,
never won the big one.
Surrounded by better people, he would have.
Would he though? Because he had LaDainian Tomlinson and Antonio Gates.
Yeah, that's true.
I watched Eli Manning play a lot of crappy football in the NFC East. I also saw him win 2 Super Bowls, so I agree with you. I think he's last on the list.
You think he's last?
I kind of like Ben, Rivers, and Eli, but
as far as talent wise, I would go that route. But you gotta put those wins in there too.
All right. Any guarantees for the weekend, Tony?
Not really. I just think it's going to be a good weekend of football. I don't think it could be better than last week, because last week, every game was great. But we'll see what happens. Kansas City's going to win. I tell you what. I will guarantee. I'm just going to go off on a limb like I don't usually do.
This has never happened.
Never happened before.
Stop the music. This is unprecedented.
I guarantee Kansas City.
Pirate Radio first.
Kansas City gets in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
That's my guarantee.
I'll bet you're wrong. I'm not
Okay.
Oh yeah, y'all got to settle y'all.
Slide it over.
I will bet you that does not happen.
That's a bet.
Down goes Mahomes.
So that's your guarantee.
No, I didn't say guarantee. Did you listen to me?
He said bet.
I said I will bet you that it's not going to happen.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I'm going to guarantee it, but I'll put money on.
Well, slide it over there. Slide it over.
We'll work it out. ECU back at home Saturday, Clip?
Sunday at noon.
Sunday at
Cincinnati.
noon. Would you like to go?
To the game on Sunday?
Yeah.
You inviting me?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
All right, done. I guarantee.
Wait a minute.
Tony to the
time,
game Sunday.
What time football starts?
Not till later, right? Like
3?
Noon.
3?
Oh, football. Yeah, 3.
Football.
3,
yeah, it doesn't compete.
It's a great appetizer for your football.
Football's not till 3 or 3:30,
like
right?
3:30. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can get it in.
We good. We
All
good.
right, you come to the house, I'll even drive you.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. There you go.
It's a date.
Y'all
There you
boys
go.
have fun.
Me and Tony.
You want me to bring my cousin with me?
We ain't got time for that discussion. Holy
dear.
smokes.
Maybe
We
we'll
might have
get.
to take that in the podcast. I don't even know if that's radio friendly.
Wow. All right.
Wow. To be continued.
Enjoyed it, guys.
Hey, I got to tell you this, though. On February 12th, day before the Super Bowl, I'm doing a book signing and a doggy treat thing. So,
All
for
right.
real.
I know. We'll let you talk about it next time you're on. It's too far. No one can
I'm
remember
just
that far
throwing it out there.
Yeah, we'll get you
Where
covered.
is it?
At Naughty Dogs.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll talk about it when you get back.
We'll let you bump it up next week.
Shirley, Chandler, CJ, see y'all Friday at 3 o'clock. We'll see y'all folks next week.
Absolutely.
So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington.